BBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Good evening.
Sorry, everything's a bit far away from me. It's going to take me longer to sort this out than I intended, so let's let the listener in on... That's better, isn't it? There's one more thing I needed to move. Let's play one of these.
I've got pile.
Excellent stuff, we're in. It's as simple as that, you see. Do apologise for that, but, I think I'm getting the OC disorder. I had to nip next door and get the red cushion. Didn't have it yesterday, it was a weird show. And I've just got everything lined up where I want it to be, except for that keyboard! Hell's teeth! Yes. Start the show with Triple M, as we do every weeknight now, between 7 and 7:30, 0870 9090 973. You go straight to air. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Dragon meat sausage.
OK, it's the Dragon Meat Sausage guy. He's got his catchphrase, and he's sticking to it. You can't argue with that. 0870, I'm all out of breath now, 9090 973. Your calls go straight to air for the first 30 minutes of the show. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, Ian.
Good evening.
I was listening to Radio 4 on Saturday evening.
Oh, yes.
On the way to Leeds, and I heard you and what's his face? Barry from Watford were on there. I couldn't believe it.
I know we were doing on a posh radio show. We tricked our way in there.
And that poor bloke who was trying to plug a book about being courteous, and you said, yeah, well, I gave my seat up to this pregnant woman, and she turned out to be just fat.
Yes, it didn't go down very well in the studio, that joke, it has to be said. It was met with a round of silence. I felt it wasn't a book about being courteous, it was a book about Chaucer, and he mentioned that in the old days people were more courteous, and I thought I'd step in and help him, because he was struggling a bit. And I said, oh, courtesy's died now. I gave up my seat to a pregnant lady the other day, and she got most unhappy. Turns out she was a fat bird. Now, it didn't go down very well on Radio 4. Whoops-a-daisy! Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Hello.
I saw you on the Weekly Fling today.
Did you?
Yeah, on the old YouTube.
Oh, on the YouTube, which is the better than television now.
Yeah, you took care of her, didn't you?
Well, did they show that bit?
Yeah.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah, man, you were good on that.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I was good on that. I didn't know the cameras were on when I was being good on that. Never mind. Yeah, it was a good laugh, Weakest Link. I say I wouldn't do it again. They asked me to do it recently, and I sort of said yes, but then I didn't.
But was it Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah, well, yes, exactly. Chris, my line 10 is stoned. Could we get rid of that hash? Thank you. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
I was just wondering, if you, would you ever, if someone came up, I don't know if, I'm allowed to say, I don't know if, has it ever happened, if when, I don't know, sometimes, would you ever, stuff it?
He said stuff it. We're absolutely fine with that. Fine and dandy with that. A very entertaining call. Thank you for that. I should warn you, we do have a dump button, just in case a swear does slip through. On the Sunday night show, we don't allow swears, but, at 11:30, I think you can get away with a little bit more than you can at 7:08 on a Tuesday evening. So the rules are slightly different. Don't do a swear. Don't do a swear on the weekend show either. We don't like that. But don't do a swear. Don't be libelous, because we can dump that. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Hello there. Is that Pradeep?
Yes, it is.
Hello, Pradeep.
Hi, Ian. Yeah, I was just wondering, am I allowed to Pradeep over LBC presenters?
Well, I'm not allowed to condone that. What you decide to do is entirely up to you.
Yeah, I'll probably do it to Adrian Allen tonight. And then hopefully Nick Ferrari.
Yeah. Pradeep, that Allen fella. Make sure you take him down to Chinatown.
Yeah, he'll be on the podcast, so Adrian Chris can play it on the show.
You let us, if you Pradeep Adrian Allen, let us know when and where and we'll play it.
Okay.
Good lad. Adrian Allen, of course, on at 1 o'clock. Is it racist to say take you down to Chinatown now?
Probably.
Yes. Try and stop me. It's political correctness gone mad. Try and stop me, John Gorn. Oh, no, hang on, he'd be up for that. Line 10, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Hello.
Have you seen 24 yet from Sunday?
No. The thing is, I'm not going to watch it for a while. What I like to do with the 24 is I like to get about 8 or 9 episodes on the Sky Plus.
Yeah.
And then do those back-to-back. Plus, I've just been given... I never saw Series 3, and I've just today been given Series 3 on DVD, so I'm going to watch that first.
Okay, well, I won't tell you anything about what happens, but did you know Stephen Merchant was in the very first episode?
I think everybody knew that.
I didn't know that.
Gervais was supposed to be in it, but they filmed it, but he was too recognisable, so they cut it out. But yes, I know... Yeah, Merchant's at a computer desk or something, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. It's looking very silly sitting at a desk trying not to laugh, I think.
I'll fast forward past that bit. Episode 12 of Prison Break Series 2 today. Halfway through episode 12. Oh, God. It got so good, it made me want to cry just at how good it was. I do that. If I see a programme that's so good and so exciting and I'm so involved in, I just cry. Just 'cause it was so brilliant. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
I've got some opera jingles for you on LBC at Iain Lee, and I was wondering if I could play them and you could record them. And
Well, okay, play one and we'll record it and we'll see how we get on.
Okay.
Okay, are we recording here? We've got the... Okay, where you go?
We go.
Listen to Iain Lee, 97.3. He's on the LBC, stroking Matulian.
There we go.
Wow. Why was it recorded and not done live? As we all know, the Musicians' Union says, keep music live.
I thought I might bottle it.
You should...
another one as well.
I only want to hear it if you're going to do it live.
Okay, I'm doing it live.
Okay. If it sounds recorded, I'm going to cut you off.
Okay, I'll do it really live then. Okay, here we go.
Listen to Iain Lee, 97.3. He's on the LBC. He's also on TV.
There we go.
Excellent stuff. Have you ever tried singing an opera voice, Chris?
Yeah.
It's fun, isn't it?
Wicked.
Go on, do it.
In a minute.
Now, do it now. Go on, I'll do it. I don't know what to sing, and I bottled it then. Do you know, I bottled it. The breath was in, and I bottled it. Listen to Iain Lee. He's on the LBC. Oh, it's good.
He's also on TV.
No, you sound like that ginger bloke that hangs out by the bottle recycling bank down my road.
Shut up.
Stinks away and he drinks cider. Yes, line. Oh, they bottled it. 0870 90 90 973. It's a fun start to the show, isn't it? Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Iain.
God, there was such an odd noise then. I thought the door was being opened in here, and I actually looked around. Your phone made that noise that the doors make. Yes, Woody.
Hello, sweetie. How are you?
I'm all right now.
I'm sorry this is a little late coming, but I just want to compliment you on your appearance on Celebrity Mastermind.
Well, thank you. Didn't I look good with the cravat?
You looked the nuts.
Yeah, what? Yes. Oh, yes, that's good, yes.
Oh, yeah. Fat, as my granddaughter would say.
Fat?
No, yeah, the American word, P-H-A-T.
P-H-A-T, that means wicked, as far as I'm concerned.
Wicked.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Yes, line 9, you're on the wireless.
Hey, Jack, it's Chloe. I've managed to track you down on the computer, and I'm going to send someone in to get you. Okay, so just stay where you are.
Okay, Chloe.
Oh, and by the way...
Yes?
You're really hot.
Oh, my God. I've only got 24 hours to save Los Angeles. I haven't got time to do it. Well, maybe a couple of times. Yes, line 7, you're on the wireless.
Hello, I am 12 and a half.
Yes?
And I have been listening to your show for about a month.
Yes?
And after 2 weeks, I started to smoking crack cocaine.
Oh, my God, that's me in trouble. That guy was right. Well, it turns out I am advocating that. We've got a lot of these. What's it do? Oh, no, that one's gone. There we are. What am I talking about? Yes, line 9, you're on the wireless.
Ian, when you come down to Charcoal Kebab in Kenton, if you and Chris come, we arrange for Nigel Templeton to take your photo.
You wouldn't want to serve me and Chris?
Of course you would.
We'd be making love in your kebab house. Good evening. So, for the first 30 minutes of the show, we're trying out Triple M, taking your calls straight to air. 0870 9090 After 7:30, things change and become slightly more conventional. Only slightly. So if you want to go straight to air and not speak to Chris and, hey, oh dear, I nearly choked them. You can do a bit of nonsense, a bit of messing around, or maybe you've got something interesting to say that will become the backbone of the show. I doubt it. Yes, line 10, you're on the wireless.
Oh, hell, bloody, all that opera's made me want a cornetto.
Yes, I barely understand a word you're saying. Your accent is so thick.
It's James H. Reeve.
Oh, James H. Reeve, where the hell have you been?
Oh, here and there.
Here and there.
Armed Services Broadcasting.
Oh, God, no, really?
Well, it pays the rent.
Yes.
Have you seen 24?
No, I've not seen 24 yet. I'm aware that someone is going to try and spoil it for me, so I'm dubious of any calls that come in about the 24. Yes, line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hi there, yeah, I just want to say, the last time I flew with BA, it was terrible.
Is this going to be a joke about Mr. T?
Yes.
Okay, well, carry on, sir.
Well, all he kept saying was, "You crazy fool, I ain't getting on no plane."
Good lad. We saw it coming a mile off, but he stuck by his guns. He didn't back down from it. He knew he'd been busted. He carried on. You have to respect that. Yes, line 4, you're on the wireless.
Oh, he didn't back down. Jean-Claude, wickedy, blah.
Okay, lovely. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Yeah, I was thinking of a feature, yeah. It's about me, yeah. It's called Vinny's Confessions.
Right. Sounds like a winner so far.
Yeah, so it goes like this, yeah. I have to confess something.
And what do I do?
Just hold me up in it, and then...
Well, you're on the air now, so go on. What do you have to confess?
Okay.
And if this is good, Chris, write down that we want Nigel to record, and now it's time for Vinny's Confessions. Okay. So let's say, and now it's time for Vinny's Confessions.
This is just like a one-off, yeah.
No, there's going to be a feature, and you have to say, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Here is my confession." Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And now it's time for Vinny's Confessions.
Forgive me, Father. Yeah. I forgot the words.
No, okay, I'll tell you, it's important we get it right. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Here is my confession.
Okay.
Forgive me. No, hang on, I've got to do the intro. I don't know why I'm putting my hand over my mouth for, but I am. And now it's time for Vinny's Confessions.
Forgive me, Father, about the sins. Oh, wait, this is it. If I was gay for one day to save the world, I would let the day go and the world die.
That would mean all of your family would die. So, if you had to go gay, to save your delightful mum, who we spoke to the other week, if you had to go gay to save her life, who'd you go with?
Kevin Peterson.
Who's Kevin Peterson?
Cricketer.
Okay. How would going gay save your mum's life? There we go, you see. The old chestnut. I believe I did that gag, 16 months ago? But it still stands the test of time. Line 7, you're on the wireless.
Good evening. Yeah.
Good evening, creepy woman. Let's live dangerously. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
There, Penis. I don't think I like you anymore. You used to watch me shave. Now all you do is stare at the floor. Oh, there, Penis. I don't like you anymore.
Lovely, nice country song there about a men's part. Nothing wrong with that, is there? Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Rambling Vinny, Loud Lynn, Pradeep and Praddy, Agent Chris. Who listens? 7 till 10, Monday to Friday. Iain Lee.
Good, very good. Thank you very much for that. We should get some people doing some jingles and stuff for us. Yes, line 9, you're on the wireless.
Thank you very much. Ian.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Daniel.
Hello, Daniel.
Hello, I just wanted to ask you something, although I hope it wouldn't take you bad.
Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Yes, sorry, what?
Are you a vegetarian?
Yes, sir.
I have my young brother.
Yes.
He doesn't eat meat.
Right.
But he can only have soup.
He can only have soup.
Yeah, in the meat. You understand? When the meat is boiled,
right,
he can only have soup out of it. But if he eats the real meat,
right, so
he gets like goose, whatever.
Okay, so let's just get this right. Your brother is a vegetarian, but he eats meaty soup.
No, he calls himself a vegetarian. I wanted to know, is he a vegetarian if he can eat
meat,
beef soup?
No, if he's eating beef soup, he's not a vegetarian.
Then, can I ask you the second thing?
You certainly can, Daniel.
Yeah. If you're a vegetarian, you eat only greens and... do you eat chicken?
No, because I'm a vegetarian.
You don't eat fish?
No, because I'm a vegetarian.
Now, sorry for this, but does your poo smell like that of a cow?
Does my poo smell like that of a cow?
Like dung?
Like dung? I don't think so, no. No.
But you eat the same like a cow,
No,
so
because-
the poo should be the same.
No, cows eat grass and cow feed. I eat loads of different things. I don't eat the same things as a cow. I don't think cows eat veggie burgers, do they? Do they? They might do, actually.
No, but veggie burgers are still the same as any greens or whatever, because they are all. We should assume the cows are just vegetarian because they
Cows-
call them.
Cows eat sheep, don't they?
No.
Cows eat sheep, man. That's why they have to keep them in separate fields, because they eat sheep. This is a fact. Go on YouTube, you can see it happening. Have you never seen a way to pacify a herd of stampeding cow is to throw a sheep in there with them and they all attack that?
No.
Seriously, Daniel?
They don't eat meat.
They eat sheep.
They are called omnivorous or what? Or
Yes.
you are the biologist. How do you call them? I don't know.
No.
Anyway, that is what I wanted to know.
Okay, Daniel, well, thanks for that.
Oh, the other thing, Ian, sorry.
Yes.
I have a project, and this project can make millions.
I want to be in on it. I'm in. What do I have to do?
I want to send you the project proposal, and you tell me.
It's not something to do with me giving you my bank account details and you shifting £15 million out of a foreign country, is it?
No. This is like a project, a proper project.
Wow, okay, it sounds
that involves manufacturing, because you're talking about those guys who invent things.
Involves what?
But I invented something.
Is it a time machine?
No.
You paused for a minute there.
No, because I just thought of you. Perhaps you could help me out.
Well, give us a clue as to what it is.
It's something that could be used worldwide for communication.
Is it called a telephone? Because if it is, I don't want to break your heart, but...
No, it's not a telephone and it's not a phone.
It's not a telephone and it's not
another way
a phone.
of communication,
Wow.
other than using a phone
Wow.
or using a mouse.
Daniel, explain more.
It's not a way of using signs.
Right.
It's not a way of using the mouth, but it's a way of communication between one person and the other.
Is it talking?
It doesn't involve the mouth.
Does it involve the eyes?
No, because it does involve the eyes.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, so it does. Does it involve the hands?
Yeah.
Is it writing a letter?
No.
Is it to do with words?
No.
Signals, hand signals?
No.
Emails?
No.
Texts?
Because what you're mentioning is all there, but this is not there.
Yeah.
It has not been thought of in the world.
Well, Daniel, could you send me an email with the information, or maybe use your new revolutionary communication technique?
Now, perhaps what I'm going to do, I'm going to put everything in a parcel.
Oh, a parcel, wow. Okay, please do.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, can we forward that on? Let's forward that on to David Lloyd, shall we? That's worth doing. OK, that was fun, wasn't it? I'm still intrigued by Daniel's invention. And I've forgotten that Daniel's phone call started with, does my poo smell like cow's dung, ending up with a deal that could make me millions of pounds. 0870 9090973. Now, we mentioned this the other day, but Helen has just mentioned it. Although no one called in about it, I'm intrigued to find... I think it's Mika. I think Mika... Wasn't Miko someone else? Wasn't Miko a Japanese... I don't know. Maybe I'm having a dream. This Mika fella who's number one... Chris, would you mind going downstairs, making us a lovely cup of tea?
What, already?
Yeah, please. And while you're there, while the tea's boiling, could you go through... It's either in The Star, Britain's greatest newspaper, The Mirror, or The Sun. In the centre pages, there's something about this Mika fella. Could you bring it up for us, please?
I could.
I mean, we ain't got no call, so it's not exactly as if... You know. Do it in the quarter two. Do it in the quarter two.
Right,
yeah, good lad. Just in case the phones go mental all of a sudden, and you're. It seems to be the way that when you're out of the when you're here, very few phone calls, almost as if you've unplugged a wire, and then when you go, many phone calls, almost as if you plugged that wire back in. I don't know if that's what you're doing or anything. So if anyone can tell us more about Mika, because I know nothing about him. And apart from the fact that Ken Bruce gives him a big hello every morning and plays his song all the bloody time, I can't work out if it's brilliant or if it's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. The song keeps getting stuck in my head. There's a tiny bit where he goes high. Is stuck in my head.
Actually, I'll go now.
There's a phone call. Get it. Yeah, we go. Grab it. Don't let it go. It's like fishing. Sometimes doing this job, it's like fishing. You can just put a net in and you scoop out a load of guppies. Other times, you're there for hours just waiting for that little float to bob under the water. And when it does, you're in there. You steam in there, you grab it. So, 0870 9090973 is the telephone number. Well, do you know, I've just discovered you don't need a mouse mat. All the time I've been doing this job and owning a computer, I've been using a mouse mat. Well, I've got mice here. And they're... and you can operate it quite easily on the table. You don't need to have a mouse mat. Does anyone else... I'm going to throw away my mouse mat at home because I think it's actually such an old mat. It's an LBC one that I got given. But it's so old and worn that it slows down the mouse, whereas this smooth table surface is working a treat. Has anyone else ditched the mouse mat? 0870 9090973. Jethro's in Watford. Hello, Jethro.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, what I want to talk about was, I saw a guy when I was working today, with a DVD copy of this new film called Blood Diamond.
Oh, yes, that's the one with, Thingy Bob and what's his name in?
Leo DiCaprio.
That's the fella. Come on, yes.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes, the Titanic boy.
That's right.
He's got a beard in the poster for this, and it strikes... He still looks about 12 years old.
Yeah, perhaps he's been taking hormone pills.
Well, that's your assertion, and is in no way reflects the views of myself or LBC 97.3.
No, I'm just conjecturing it as a possibility.
You conject as much as you want, sir.
Yeah, but I reckon that I'm pretty certain that DVD that this guy was watching when I went and did some delivering.
Yeah.
I reckon that was copied.
Well, it would have been an illegal hooky copy. Bearing in mind, it's only just come out in the pictures.
Yeah, so how do they do that then? How do they get such a good quality... I mean, what do they do? Because someone told me that they go in these... I don't know who they are, these naughty elements, go into cinema somewhere and just take a picture of the...
Well, there are a few ways around it. Sometimes films get released over here so long after they've been released in the States that you can buy the DVD from the States legitimately. Sometimes... I watched iRobot on a version like this. I don't condone it. I did it as an experiment. That a guy sits in the cinema with a DV camera and films it. And you get guys getting up in the middle to go to the loo and stuff like that. Another way they do it is that I have a friend who has a friend who works for BAFTA. And at BAFTA, they get sent all the latest films and stuff that hasn't come out on legitimate DVDs that are supplied by the film company. And I quite often go around this guy's house and watch, films 3 months before they come out in the cinema. So there are ways of doing it. There used to be a Chinese lad that used to come into a bar I drank in, and would walk around trying to sell these DVDs. And do you know what? A long time ago, I used to buy them. Very naughty, and it's illegal. I don't anymore, but I used to.
Yeah, but it must be dear old Gordon and must be losing an awful lot of money on that. And the poor old high street shops, they must be losing money as well.
Well, they say, don't they, that the money goes towards drugs and the Al-Qaeda. Now, I don't know if I believe that, to be honest. I think that's a bit of old hogwash designed to scare us. But it's illegal and it's very naughty and we don't in any way condone it. And then they say that the film companies lose millions of pounds, but hang on a minute, film companies still make millions of pounds. It's a big moral minefield.
It's a bit of a moral question. You know BAFTA?
Yeah?
Are they still making shoes?
Robin's in Kent. Hello, Robin.
Hello, Ian. How are you doing?
Yeah, fine.
How are your house keys this week? You had problems with them last week.
You're not the fella that told me to dip them in the olive oil, are you?
No. I was listening to when he called out.
Oh, if anyone doesn't know this, for the last, literally, 2 years, for some reason, 2 years ago, my lock on my front door went a bit crazy, and it meant if you put the key in and turned it, it wouldn't turn. What you had to do was take the key out, this is horrible, put your lips up to the lock, and that hard and that long. And you put the key in, and with a bit of fiddling, it would work. Someone called in last week, said, Ian, what you need to do is dip your key in olive oil. Yeah, whatever. Saturday, I had the phone in my hand to phone up a locksmith. I thought, I'm going to get a locksmith. I thought, oh, hang on a minute. Let's try the key in the olive oil. It was extra virgin olive oil, put it in a little dish, got the key, the key in there, got it in there, nice and wet with the olive oil, took the key out, dried it with a tea towel, went down to the lock. Hey man, how's it going? You all right? You well today?
Yes.
Good lad. Nice and early, which is good. So sometimes you get a bit behind and it's all a bit hectic. How many other bins do you have to empty after this one?
No, it's too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
Well, if you want Chris, my producer, to give you a hand, he'll give you a hand. Chris, seriously, man, give the fella a hand.
Do you want a hand?
You scared him, Chris. Go and empty some bins for him, seriously. Chris will help you. He's very keen. He's not very good, but he's keen. So, Robin, I put the key in.
Yeah.
And guess what happened?
It worked?
It worked! It worked! Thank you very much, man. Cheers. It actually worked. For the first time in 2 years, I put the key in, and it turned smoothly.
Thank you. Fantastic.
And, well, it is fantastic, but the next time I went to do it, Chris is helping with the bins. That's nice of him, isn't it?
Very nice of him.
Do you know what? I helped an old lady across the road the other day. Actually helped an old lady across the road.
That's very
The old lady was stood in a busy road by the pavement, and I could see it was a busy road. I said, "You all right, love? Oh, yes, if you could." I said, "Well, take my arm," and I helped her across the road.
See you later.
Did she want to go across the road?
No, of course she didn't. She was no. But yeah, but the next time I went to put the key in, I forgot what I'd done, and I still blew on the key, and I got my face covered in olive oil. But it worked. So yes, my lock is fantastic now.
Okay, well that's good. Do you own your own home?
Yes. Well, I have a mortgage. Yes.
Oh, you got a mortgage, so you own your own property.
I own the freehold as well.
Oh, okay. If you were looking to sell your property, would you use an estate agent?
This is leading somewhere. Yes, I would.
You would use an estate agent?
Yes, I would.
Even though they charge you thousands of pounds in commission?
What is it, 2% or something they charge?
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is a lot of money. But yeah, I would know no other way of doing it.
Oh, there is another way. Have you heard of www.housekeys.co.uk?
No, I haven't, but I have just now.
It's a website I came across quite recently.
Did you come across it, or did you set it up?
As I came across it, I visited it, I discovered it, because I'm a homeowner myself.
Right. Did you come across it, or did you set it up?
I came across it.
As you set it up?
I came across it.
You're speaking in riddles and mysteries.
You're asking if I came across it or set it up. I came across it.
So a friend of yours set it up?
I discovered it. There's plenty of them out there, but I came across that one.
Okay. I wouldn't want to sell my house on the internet, though, because a lot
of people do.
Yeah, a lot of people do, but I would be prepared to pay that 2% or whatever it is. It's between 1% and 3%, depending on where you go. I would be prepared.
It runs into thousands.
I would be prepared to pay that because, I just trust the conventional way of having an estate agent do it.
Okay. I just find it each to their own.
Yeah. Are you allowed? What I want to do is I want to get my property valued, just to know if it's gone up, just to know if I'm sitting on a potential gold mine. Because if I am, stuff that, I'm selling it and moving a little bit further north and getting a smaller flat and spending the money on, whatever. DVDs probably. And sheets. No. Oh, I clipped my car today. I clipped my car. And it was my fault. Excuse me, it was my fault. I want to blame someone else, but it was my fault.
What'd you clip it on?
A big truck. I came out of an underground car park. Excuse me, just off Tottenham Court Road. An underground car park. And I was feeling a bit cocky, and I came up. You drive up this sort of long rampway in the dark. And I was being a bit cocky and driving quite fast, because it was quite exciting. And I was thinking, yeah, I'm really cool. I was actually thinking, yeah, I'm really cool. And then I did think that. And then you come to the gate, and you wait, and the gate opens. And I came out, and 3/4 of the exit, about 3/4 of the exit, 2/3, let's say, was blocked by a truck.
Yeah.
And I thought, do you know what, I'm so cool, I'm going to get around this. And so I did drive around it, and I managed to get around it, but then I had to come back. So I got out of it, it was on the right, I got around it, and I had to come back left. And I just misjudged it totally, and I totally clipped the side of the truck. And so I beat this guy for being in the way, and he was in the way, he shouldn't have been in the way. It was my fault, he shouldn't have been in the way, though. And he started beeping me. And he started doing that, making that hand gesture.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I thought, so I made that hand gesture.
Yeah.
And beeps and stuff like that. And then I got around the corner, and I got out and I looked, and there's a massive dent in it, and a big scrape, and it's,
But that's the beauty of that car.
Exactly, and I was angry and I was upset. But I had to keep saying to myself, Ian, you've got a 16-year-old car. That's the beauty of that car. It doesn't matter.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
If you're calling in now, Chris is downstairs getting a cup of tea, so, there you go. That's what I was going to say, apart from clipping the car, was that I want to get my flat valued. But can you just do that? Can I say, and they always get on the TV shows, they get 3 estate agents in, so you get an average. Because some of those estimates are wildly, different. But am I allowed to, how do I do it? Do I go to an estate agent and say, look, I don't really want to sell my flat, I just want to get it valued? Because I don't think they'll come round if I do that. I think I need to actually go in there, in like maybe a suit, and do the pretence of saying, well, do you know what, I'm thinking of selling my flat, could you come round and have a look at it and give us a valuation? I guess I have to do that. Oh, wait, 70. Well, no, I won't give the number out because there's no one here. So, someone just put the phone down. Who was that? Steve is in the Isle of Sheppey. Hello, Steve.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Steve.
I'd like to pay my tribute to the great Mike Dickin, if I can.
Oh, hang on one second. Chris, I don't know who the next phone caller was, but they just dropped off. I don't know if you have a record of that. Yes, of course you can, Steve.
Okay, here we go. Okay, yes, let's go to our next caller. Next caller's David in Ealing. Hello, Mike. How are you? My health is not in question. Sorry? Get on with it, David. Well, basically, Mike, we don't do basically, David. Beg pardon, Mike? Oh, will you get on with it, David? Well, at the end of the day, Mike, goodbye, David.
Yeah, well, Steve, thank you for that. It's 2 months too late. I was trying to find Eduardo's song that he did about Mike Sticking. It's brilliant, but line 5 you're on the wireless. That's not it. I can't remember what it was called, and do you know what? We may not have it. Was this it?
Hey, little hen.
No. What's this?
Here, have you heard of the...
Eduardo, what was that song called?
Which one was that?
Imagine Making Love.
Oh, turn that off, that's
Dirty
rubbish.
Vans. The one about Mike Sticking.
Oh, it's, there was 2, wasn't there? It was,
The wise man of today is...
I can't remember.
Do you remember this?
The wise man of today is the fool of yesterday. But the fool of today is the fool of tomorrow. But the wise man of tomorrow may be neither the fool nor the wise man today, nor yesterday. Only the wise man of today can see what tomorrow may bring, but only the fool of today believes him, and would have believed him yesterday about the day after tomorrow.
What's this?
The wise man who tells a fool what tomorrow brings is foolish with his wisdom, and tomorrow brings full status to both of them. Heed these words well, my friend, and you will be wise. And if you haven't understood, call back tomorrow.
Wow. Anyway, Eduardo, yes, what can we do for you?
It was called Dickin and Lee Go Latin.
Oh, yeah, I haven't got that one.
How do you not have that one?
Huh?
That's the Champions song.
Yeah, it's not on my computer for some
old
reason.
news, isn't it?
Yes. What's this?
We're joined now by broadcasting legend Steve Allen.
Oh, God.
Ooh. Do you know what? I won a competition on Steve Allen's show.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I happened to be awake at 5 o'clock, and it was for tickets for Bollywood Nights.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so I texted in, and I got the answer right.
Yeah.
And then someone rang me back and woke me up at about 6:30 to say, you've won.
Yes.
And then they said they'll contact you.
Yeah.
Okay? And this was just before Christmas.
Okay.
And,
well, did you enjoy Bollywood Nights when you went?
Well, I didn't get to go.
What?
Because no one contacted me until the day before. A woman said she'd email me to let me know how to pick tickets.
Yeah.
Did I get an email?
Did you hell?
Did I hell exactly?
I'd sue them.
Well, I can't. It's Steve Allen, isn't it?
Exactly.
I can't even. I'm too scared to complain.
Well, aren't we all, young
I
Eduardo?
want my price for my text back, though.
Yes, well, I'll see what I can do. Now, was there a reason you called in, or was it just to show off?
No, I wanted to talk to you about estate agents.
Oh, yes. Am I allowed to go to the estate agents and say, excuse me, mate, I don't want to sell my flat, but would you come and give me a valuation?
Yeah, but don't tell them that.
Right.
Right, what you want to do is you want to call them in and say, come and value my flat, I'm thinking of putting it on the market.
I'm thinking of putting it on the market. That sounds like a phrase.
If you say to them that you just want a valuation, they'll try and stripe you up for 100, 150, 200 pounds, depending on who they are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you have to lie to them, because they'll lie to you
Yeah.
all the way through every transaction.
Okay.
So just get 3 of them in.
Yeah.
And, give them sort of half an hour each. Don't make them a cup of tea. Make them take their shoes off, because they really don't like that as well.
Can you do that to people you don't like?
Yeah, just say, look, before you come in, take your shoes off, because I've got new carpets.
Well, I'm going to get a new carpet later in the year, maybe, if I'm feeling flush at the end of the year.
Get them done. Just tease them, lead them on.
Yes.
Make them think that they're going to get your flat or your house to sell.
Yeah.
And then just say, nah. Ring them up a month. No, sorry, I was only wasting your time. I'm not selling. I only wanted the price, really.
But then when I do come to sell my flat, which I will do at some point in my life, they're going to be nasty to me.
No, it's being a showbiz personality, as you are, you don't want any old Tom, Dick and Harry selling your flat.
No.
You need a special, showbiz agent.
Okay. Well, Eduardo, I will look out for a specialist showbiz estate agent. I don't know if such a thing exists, but thank you for that. 0870 909009.
Get Sarah Beanie.
Sorry?
Get the Sarah Beanie.
She was going to come round and give me advice on my flat once.
Was she?
Yeah. Well, was she, or did I dream that? She told me I was silly for taking up my wooden flooring and putting a carpet down. She was wrong on that, because the carpet's much better.
No, that is a bit silly.
No, it's much better. Carpet is the new black. Everyone was getting like that wooden flooring done. It's on the way out now, and I started the trend a year ago. It's on the way out, and carpet is making a comeback. Oh, yes, my friend. If I were letting, then yes, I would have the wooden flooring, because it's cheap and it's convenient and it's easy to clean. Carpet, you get cigarette burns.
Carpet shows the dirt.
Garbage. I found the shake and vac, by the way, in Tesco.
Then I take it back.
Thank you. Mike.
Ian, hi.
Hi there, Mike.
How's it going?
It's going excellently. Can I just say, the show already is a million times better than last night's show. Did you hear last night's show, Mike?
I didn't get to hear last night's show.
It was just full of grumpy old men speaking in monotone voices. It was really odd.
That's just a bore, man.
Yeah, man, it was a bore, man.
Yeah, it's a bore, man.
Yeah.
Listen, Ian.
Yes, Mike.
You were talking about helping that old lady to cross the road.
Yes, sir.
When you offered to help her across the road, did she look at you funny, or did she take your offer up?
She took it at face value and she said, oh, yes, please. No, she was actually quite pleased that someone had offered to help her.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
The reason I ask, I was standing at one of these mini coffee shops the other day, just before Christmas, actually.
Yes.
And the guy in front of me only had a £20 note.
Right.
And he ordered his coffee, went to pay for it. They said, we don't have any change.
Right.
So he said, can I use a card? They said, we don't accept cards.
No.
We don't have any change.
Yes.
So he said, well, what am I supposed to do? So I said, you know what? I'll pay for your coffee for you.
Wow.
He looked at me like I was crazy.
No, really?
And I just thought, this is a sad world that we live in when you offer to pay for someone's costume.
Do you know, I've often thought of doing that. I saw a woman in Sainsbury's the other day, and she was an old woman, and she'd lost her purse or something, and she'd phoned up someone to come from the house to pay for the stuff. And I was there thinking, it's only about 12 quid there, I could pay for that quite easily. And I nearly did, but then I thought, well, no, I might look like a pervert.
I don't think you would,
Well, it did make me feel a bit sexy, I've got to be honest. Even just the thought of it gave me... She was in her 60s.
You see, there you go. But you've got a thing for the older chicks, eh?
Oh, man, you know I love it. But yes, it is... Some people do think you're a bit weird. Did you pay for his drink in the end?
Yes, I did.
Oh, well, there you go. And did he say thank you?
He was so shocked, he kind of spluttered out a half thank you,
Yeah.
and then walked off.
Well, so kind of like a tha.
Ian Lee's Good Evening.
Nick is in Ruislip. Hello, Nick.
Hello, mate. I heard you had a bit of trouble with your car.
Well, yeah, yes, I did. Yeah, I've got a big. It's not a massive dent, but it's a dent, and it's a big scratch down the side. It's not the end of the world, but it's disappointing and annoying.
Well, I've got a scrapyard, so if you need any bits,
yeah.
What car you got?
I got a J-Reg Peugeot 205 automatic.
Say that again.
J.
That's about 20 years old, isn't it?
No, I think it's about 15, isn't it? 16, something like that.
16, yeah.
Guess how many miles it's done on the clock?
50,000?
36,000. 16 years old, 36,000 miles on the clock.
Where'd you get it from?
It's my mum's old car, and she got it, and just after she got it, she got quite ill and she stopped driving, so it didn't get used for about 10 years. But it could be in better physical condition, it has to be said.
So what's the bits you need?
I don't think I need any bits. Do you know what? I think it'll be all right. It's just the side is all dented and scraped.
Are you serious? J-Reg?
Yeah, what? Yes.
What, are you, man of your calibre?
Yeah.
You driving around in, well...
Do you know, I had a flash car once, and then I got skint and I sold it, and I thought, I don't need a flash car, to be honest, and I could afford to get quite a nice car now, and my mum was trying to get me to buy a car today. She's been very odd, but I don't need it. This car works, it does the job, and when it dies, I will treat myself and get a 2-year-old Golf, but until that point, I'm quite happy driving that.
Fair play to you, mate.
There you go, you see, exactly, thank you, there's no point having a flash car. I did it, and I was constantly worried that someone was going to break into it, that I was going to scratch it, and I did scratch it once, and I was heartbroken. So, there you go. 0870 9090 973. Coming up after the news, more talk about who knows what, and we're going to do the irregular feature at 7 minutes past 8 where we have a snack, because I'm starving and I've made sandwiches. So that's something to look forward to, isn't it?
On FM, on DAB, and online. This is LBC 97.3. LBC 97.3. Ian Lee's Good Evening. Call 0870 90 90 973.
So this Mika guy, yes, I think he definitely is, isn't he? He's definitely number one in the charts, judging by this picture. This Mika guy, we've actually got, Chris has excellently sourced a little bit of his song. What's it called? Gene Kelly? Or something like that, I think. So this is, if you don't know, this is the fellow who's number one in the charts. And he's this pop phenomenon. And I can't work out if the song is brilliant or if it's the biggest load of... Dion, have you heard of Mika?
My girlfriend speaks Swahili. And that's where that comes from.
Oh... What?
Yeah, it's a village in...
No, is it pop singer?
Yeah, it is. You know, it's a little village in Nairobi.
Yeah, this little village is number one in the hit parade.
Really?
Yeah, the village, Mika, is number one in the top 100.
Well, I like...
Yeah, Dion, turn your radio off. Maybe that'll help.
Go on then.
Yeah, go on. I think the delay might be confusing things. Something's confusing things anyway. I think it might be Dion. He thinks we're talking about a village. We're talking about this weird camp fella. out of my mind. 0870 90 90 973, by the way, if you want to give it a call. Oh, he recorded the Orbit chewing gum. When I was 14, I recorded a jingle for Orbit chewing gum. It went, Orbit chewing gum, and it's good for your teeth too. What was the chewing gum ad? Orbit sugar-free gum. Get into Orbit sugar-free gum. Get into Orbit sugar-free gum. Do you remember that, Dion?
Right.
How far away is your radio?
It's on a...
Was it in Chalvey or something?
No, it's
Made a little local reference joke there. Not everyone will get that. People in Slough. Thank you. Oh, yes, I can do that. So, anyway, yes, Dion, what did you call in for?
I had a row with Anna Nightingale.
Anna Nightingale?
Anna Rayburn.
Anna Nightingale around... Anna Nightingale.
No, Anna Rayburn.
Radio 2, isn't she?
No, Anna Rayburn.
Oh, you had a row with her?
Yeah.
Wowzers. On air?
Yeah.
What day? What time? Because I'm going to get that podcast. Today. Ooh.
Yeah, I was talking to her.
A row. You don't want to cross Anna Rayburn.
No, I know. She's evil.
Well, what happened, Dion?
I don't know. I was just trying to talk about past relationships and all that.
Yeah.
And, her presenter wouldn't put me through.
Her presenter?
Yeah.
Producer?
Producer.
So, hang on, did you have a row with Anna Rayburn or with the producer?
With the producer.
Well, that's a whole different skillet of fish.
Yeah, and, they wouldn't put me through and...
Right. But so you didn't have a row with Anna Rayburn?
No, they just wouldn't put me through.
Well, that happens on a lot of shows. You're lucky that on this show, we've got very low standards, so you and lots of other fruitcakes get through. But on Anna's show, no, not you, I'm not saying you, I'm saying the others are fruitcakes. We all know that the others are the fruitcakes, aren't they, Dion?
Yeah.
Good lad. But on Anna's show, very, very high standards, Dion. Very high standards.
Really?
Very, very high standards.
I was just trying to talk to someone.
Yeah. Well, you can talk to me.
Yeah, and I can. I want to talk to Chris. It's,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks for calling, Dion.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Good lad. 0870 90 90 973 is the telephone number. Don't know what that means. John is in the Orpington. Hello, John.
Hello, Ian.
Hello there. Are you a fan of Mika?
Not greatly, no.
No, no one I know. No one I've asked, and I've asked about 8 people now, is aware of him or likes him. Yet this guy is going to be the big thing of the year.
Well, I suppose where you're coming from, isn't it? If you like his taste, I suppose it might be.
Yeah.
I don't.
Hey, dirty boy. Yes. Anyway, John.
Your estate agent thing.
Yes.
What we did, and it's perfectly above board, I rang the estate agent first and said, we're thinking of moving to another part of the country, but before
blimey, you know what I've done?
No?
At the third stroke, it will be 8:07 precisely.
It's not! It's 8:09! I've had to bring the big lunchbox today because I've lost the small lunchbox. I think I left it here at work.
Right.
Do you want to know what today's sandwiches are?
Egg and cucumber? Egg and crisp?
No. Egg and crisp, no. One is mayonnaise, cheese and tomato. The other is mayonnaise, cheese and potato salad that I made myself this afternoon. Potato salad's got mayonnaise, spring onion and potato in it.
Very nice too.
Yes. So, anyway, carry on. Where you go? You don't mind me, he was eating. And I hope you're enjoying it. Chris, why are you pulling... Hang on, Chris, why are you pulling that face for?
How much foil have you wrapped them in?
Well, enough. You've got to wrap it... I'm not very good, and this you can't pick me up on this because it's a disease. I'm not very good at estimating how much stuff is required to wrap things. That includes foil, cling film and wrapping paper. So I either have too little, which is then useless, you've got to throw it away, or I have too much. It's a condition.
So you got cling film on it as well?
No, there's no cling film on it. It's silver foil, but that's fine to me. What's wrong with that? It covers it. It covers it. It's wide because...
Twice over?
No, not twice over, you... Well, no, not twice over. That's the side bit, and that has to be there. Because it's the width of the paper.
Yeah.
Is it paper? Would you call it paper?
I'd call it paper foil.
I've only just started buying, Shut up, Kishore. I've only just started buying...
Hello?
Yeah, Kishore, shut up. I've only just started buying cling film and silver foil. Kishore, will you shut up?
Hello?
Kishore, shut up. I've only...
What shut up? Hello?
Yeah, I've only just started buying cling film and silver foil, and I've got to say, it's a real boon to have it in the house. It really makes... It's fun, and it's fantastic. Kishore, will you shut up?
Hello?
John, carry on, please.
Hi. Yeah, I just contacted three estate agents and said we were thinking of relocating, but before we did, we asked what we could get for our own house.
Yeah.
And I made clear when I actually made the appointment with them that it was not to go on the market yet.
Okay.
Nor did I actually want a sales valuation, because they charge you quite a lot.
How much do they charge you?
I think it's about 300.
What, if you're just doing it for a valuation?
Yeah, if you ask them to say, look, what can I get for this on the market, they will actually charge you for that.
Hello?
Hang on a second, John. Sorry, John. Kishore, will you shut your mouth? I'm talking...
Is it my turn now?
No, I'm talking to John, Kishore.
Oh, shall I phone back or shall I wait?
You stay there, but shut it.
I want to have my dinner.
Okay, well, just stay there, John.
Okay, 1 second.
Right.
Yeah, carry on, John.
And provided you make clear to them when you actually make the appointment, then they can't actually charge you. Or they shouldn't. I said, I don't want a formal valuation. I just want a verbal opinion as to what we can get for this as and when we put it on the market, which hopefully will be nice.
Okay. John, listen, thank you for that. I'm going to say goodbye, John, because Kishore's getting on my nerves. Kishore, what is your problem?
Hello, I want to speak to you about to sell the house with the agent.
Yeah.
You want advice, yes?
Well, yeah, I suppose so. Oh, a nice bit of spring onion there.
Ian, 1 second, Ian. Hello, yes, it's better.
What was that?
I just closed the door on my wife.
Is she all right?
No, she's telling me to come and eat. And I said, I'm on the phone. Can't she see? Anyway, this advice for the agent, I give you very good advice, yes?
Yes,
you listening?
Yeah.
Right, you go to the agent.
Yes, Kishore.
You say to him, my uncle is dead.
What?
And he leaves the flat to me. So this way, they know this flat is empty and you are not joking for the sale.
What?
Then all the agent will come like the flies. Everybody knocking on the door to sell this flat for you.
Yes.
But you have to hide any picture for you or your family which look like you.
Right.
So they don't know that you are living there.
Mm-hmm.
And you turn the heating off, so it's very cold. Like, old people house like this. And then he come there and he give you very good service because he think you are serious to sell the house. I've done 20 times before, you see.
How many times have you done it, Kishore?
Oh, I do it maybe 6 weeks ago last time.
Why do you do it?
Because this is the business we are in, selling the horse and like this, you see.
Mm-hmm.
And we say this like this, and they come, they would like to have a definite sale where they know that nobody is living in the house, and if you are a young boy, maybe 30, I think you told me last time, I listen.
Yes.
And they know that young boy wants the money quickly.
Yes.
So you want to sell the house and quickly want the money. So he will give you very good service. Good price.
What are you having for your dinner?
Me, I'm having, saag? What saag is?
No.
Saag is like curry.
All right.
I'm having vegetable curry because I'm vegetarian.
Good lad.
Hold on, what she say? Potatoes, peas, mushroom, and all vegetables like this.
Yep.
And salad, and about maybe 10, 15 rotis like this. Chapati?
Yes. So you're a bit of a fat fella.
I'm a bit on the porky side like this, yes.
Kishore, thank you very much for that.
Okay, Ian.
Yes?
If you want advice anytime, you can phone me anytime.
I won't, but thank you for the offer. Get in now. Steve!
Oh, hi, Ian.
Hello, Steve. Yeah, lovely. Good. You don't mind if I carry on eating, do you?
You're still in mono up there.
What?
You're still in mono up there,
Good,
aren't you?
good. That was Clive's show last night.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, okay. What do you want?
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, by the way, can I just say, if anyone's just tuned in, I don't know, I was thinking today, how long do I have to keep saying what the new hours of the shows are? And I thought, well, steady on. And I thought maybe for a couple of weeks. But then, do you remember when we started doing the Triple M show on a Sunday night? And people phoned in and said, "Oh, Ian, it's good to have you back on LBC." Look, I haven't been anywhere. I'm just in a different slot.
Forever, then.
Forever. So, the new hours are Mondays to Fridays, 7 till 10, me. Mondays to Thursdays, 10 till 1, Clive Ball. Okay?
There you go.
There we go. Yes, Steve?
Yeah. Ian, have you ever ridden a mountain bike?
Yeah.
Because I haven't ridden a bike for about 40 years, and my bike was a fixed wheel.
You should get one. It's just like riding a bike.
No, what I'm trying to say is that I used to ride a fixed wheel. You know, no back brake, just a front brake.
Six wheels?
You probably haven't heard of it because you're younger.
It had 6 wheels on it?
No, fixed wheel.
Fixed wheel?
Yeah, fixed wheel, pal.
6 wheel or fixed wheel?
Fixed.
Fixed wheel?
F-I-X-E-D.
Fixed wheel?
Yeah. What it is, you don't have a back brake.
Right.
As you pedal round,
Yeah.
you slow the bike down by...
Pedalling backwards?
Well, you don't pedal backwards literally, but you
Oh.
sort of hold the force, the fulcrum. Yeah?
The Fulcrum, I went and saw the Young Ones live at the Fulcrum. I was, get this, I was about 10 years old. You remember the Young Ones?
Yeah, no, Cliff Richard, no.
No, with Aid Edmondson and all that.
Oh, I'm not into...
I was about 10 years... Modern comedies. 25 years old.
Anyway, this...
Get line 8, Chris. Hang on a second. Move to Mara. Can we move to Mara? Steve, wait there a second. Wait there. Line 8, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Steve, be quiet. Line 8?
Hello?
Hello, line 8, you're on the wireless.
Oh, what a shame you are still.
I'm in stereo.
Is that Mona in Hampstead? Mona?
No, it's not Mona. It's just somebody saying, what a shame you're still on the radio.
And you keep calling, you keep listening, and you keep calling in, though. Hang on, she accidentally must have cut herself off there. Hang on a second. Let's,
All right.
Let's call her back, because I don't know what... There's this woman, and she just keeps calling in, and she doesn't...
She hasn't got a fixed wheel.
She hasn't got a fixed wheel. What's going on with this touch screen? This touch screen is... I think I've broken it for some reason. Hang on one second. Let's just try that and...
Welcome to voicemail.
No!
The person you have called...
Let's just try one more time, because she must have cut herself off.
Voicemail.
Oh, let's leave a message.
The person you have called is unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello, love. Ian Lee here, LBC 97.3. I don't mind you coming on and having a go at me, but there's a couple of things. A, why do you keep listening? And B, why do you keep calling in? And if you want to come on and have a proper discussion about why you don't like the show, then do. But, you know, just phoning up saying, no, it's phone your number, don't it? Putting the phone down, you know, you look silly, I don't. So, it's up to you. I would genuinely love to have a proper discussion with you about why you don't like the show, and that. So if you want to give us a call later on, 087, well, you know the number, you call all the time. OK, bye-bye. Steve,
Ian.
sorry to interrupt you there, Steve.
No, that's all right. She sounds like... I don't know whether you've heard this expression, a stumble bum.
A what? A stumble bum?
Yeah, stumble bum. Anybody knows what a stumble bum is down in Kent? That's what she is.
Wow, OK. Well, she phones in quite a lot saying she hates the show and...
Tell her from me, she's a stumble bum.
I will... when she calls in next
and
time...
if she watches EastEnders, she's more than a stumble bum.
OK, right, now you're scaring me.
Right.
OK.
Yes. The mountain bike.
Yes.
Now, I've got all the gear.
I'm going to eat a sandwich while you're talking.
Yeah, what do you got? Cheese and onion?
Cheese, mayonnaise and potato salad that I made myself.
Mayonnaise?
Mm.
Do you know where that's made?
No, I don't know where it's made, actually.
Well, it's originally made in Spain, in the Balearic Isles, in a place called Mahone, and that's where it was first derived.
Oh,
that's
really?
Why they call it Mahone.
Mayonnaise?
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Lord Nelson was out there.
Isn't that interesting? Oh, I learnt a fact today. Stay there. What was the fact I learnt today that was quite interesting? Wasn't about aeroplanes.
Oh, I know. Francis Bacon, he was a fat man.
Well, wasn't she the lady that sailed around the world single-handedly? No, I learnt a fact. Oh, no, it'll come to me later. Anyway, Steve, go on. Yes.
Yeah, well, I've got the gear. I've got my strides, my stretchies, all the colours. Yeah. I've got my top. I've got my gloves. But the one problem I've got...
Have you got the bike?
Yeah, I've got the bike.
Oh, OK.
It's quite good. It's got the throttle gears, which I don't know whether many people have these days, because it's quite modern. It's got the throttle gears.
What's a throttle gear?
Well, you know you have on bikes a little knob which you push up and down to change your gears. I don't have that. I have it like a throttle on a motorbike.
Oh, I used to have that on my Grifter. My Grifter used to have that.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I thought mine was more modern than that.
No.
Because mine's a Claude Butler.
All right. When does this phone call get interesting, Steve?
Well, the thing is, what I've got a problem with is, I've been told that if I suffer from abrasions, in the winky department...
Abrasions in the what department?
The winky department.
God, I thought that's what you said, yes.
Right. And I suffer from blisters and chafeness. And I was told that I could either use olive oil, dripping, or Vaseline, and I'm wondering what the best thing to use. If you've been a sort of experienced...
Do you mean beef dripping?
Well, I presume... Well, lamb could do. I don't know whether...
Beef dripping on your chafed winky?
Oh, no, in the department, not on the winky.
Oh, in the department?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's embarrassing, but I've got to come to terms with it.
Why are you getting chafed? How is riding a bike chafing your department?
Well, changing all the gears, I go quite fast.
I don't see how that... Are you riding this bike naked?
No, I've got all my gear on, but because it's so tight in the winky department...
What, the cycling shorts?
No, they're not shorts. I've got complete all-in-ones, the proper riding.
Oh, what, like a Lycra bodysuit?
Yes.
Oh.
I didn't know they call it Lycra. I mean, that's modern name again.
Jesus, I'm actually going to puke up that sandwich. Why are you riding that? What's wrong with wearing a pair of jeans and getting a bicycle clip?
Well, I ain't got any bicycle clips. My jeans are too wide. You know that. I went out shopping the other day.
I wouldn't...
They're 12-inch. They're not 9-inch.
Oh, you did tell us, yes. I wouldn't ride a bike in London. I'll tell you why. It seems
I'm not in London. I'm in Kent.
Whatever. I wouldn't ride a bike. I tell you what, it seems like a good idea. It seems like a great way of keeping fit. And yes, riding to work is fine. Fine.
Yeah, you get rid of my power bulge.
You get to work, you're exhilarated, your cheeks are rosy red, you've got the wind in. Yes, I've just ridden to work. But then when you finish work, you're knackered and you think, I've got to ride this bloody bike all the way home.
So, Ian?
Yes.
I haven't got a car.
Right.
And the only reason I got this bike was so I could see my girlfriend who catches the other bus, which you haven't heard of.
Chris, have you got some advice for Steve's chafed winky department?
I certainly have, mate.
Go for your life.
Vaseline is the best thing. I was in the army for 11 years.
Yeah.
And we used to do a lot of speed marching, and I used to get chaffing round there as well.
Is that power walking?
Yes, it's all
power
walking with weight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he should rub Vaseline on it?
Yeah, put Vaseline around it.
Vaseline, okay.
Yeah, that's before, not after.
Well, yeah, before. And if you're still hurt after, then put a bit more on after.
Chris?
Yeah, and that applies to the muscles as well.
What?
Yeah, around on your thigh muscles as well.
Yeah.
Did you know, this is true, you can eat Vaseline?
Yes, you can.
You can eat it, and it's quite nutritious. I'm not recommending people do it, but it's got stuff that would. If you got locked in a Vaseline factory for 6 months and there was no food in there, just jars and jars of Vaseline, you could live on that. My mum.
Joke about that.
My mum.
You know the Hollies.
Well, the
Hollies.
The pop group.
Yeah, they made a record called Gasoline Alley Bread. And that's where you got it from.
Right.
Vaseline.
You're lucky that when I was 15, I found my mum's double album, The Best of the Hollies, and the last track on side 2 of the double album is Gasoline Alley Bread. So I get that, but it's not...
What's the lead singer's name? It's Clark is his surname. What's his first name?
I don't know, but I know that Graham Nash left.
Alan Clark.
I know that Graham Nash... We arguing about the Hollies? I know that Graham Nash left to become the weak one in Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Did he?
Yeah.
I thought he was still there. The drummer.
Oh, hang on a second. So you think you know everything about the Hollies, but you don't know that Graham Nash left to be in Crosby, Stills and Nash? What are you talking about now? We've bored the army fella. He's gone.
Who?
The army fella that was just talking to us. Rob, you've got some advice for Steve, have you, Rob?
Yeah, don't use Vaseline. You might get arrested. Just try a bit of moisturiser. Nice and gentle, and buy a decent bike.
That's good, Chris. I like the idea. Now, moisturiser. Do I get that in a bottle or a tube?
Well, it doesn't matter, but buy yourself a decent bike, mate. You don't want to be going around on a Claude Butler. People
Why?
think you're on the social.
I'm on the social. I'm on the social.
Well, you don't want to admit that when you're cycling, do you?
You're not being racist, are you, Chris?
No. It's a little bit racist. His name's Rob.
I'm on the social.
Is it?
Does he mean benefits or the social?
Go and get yourself a Cannondale or a Handmade. Honestly.
How much is one?
Handmade.
Oh, for God, I can't get a word in. I'm going to leave these two to it. I can't get a word in.
Handmade? What's handmade?
Well,
what do you think it means, you muppet?
no, I'm losing the world. No, go and buy yourself a decent bike. It'll be a lot easier.
I've got a Claude Butler. It's a 21 gear modern bike.
Yeah, exactly. You
Get the Vaseline, boys. Hello.
Oh,
it's
hello.
Reba. Listen, have you tried pseudo cream? Because it's a very good barrier cream that's used for babies for nappy rash and stuff like that. Yeah, it really will help the chaffing in that department.
Won't that
really?
Same when you play video games and you get blisters on your fingers and stuff like that. Whack on a bit of pseudo cream. Yeah, Vaseline's too slippery.
Yeah, I agree with the lady.
Thank you very much.
Not moisturiser then.
No, moisturiser.
Oh dear, what a shame. We've lost everybody involved with that rubbish bit of radio.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Yes, what I was trying to say was, well, there we go. There's a lovely email from Geordie, which I can't read out. What I was trying to say was, my mum has had the same jar of Vaseline that she's had before I was born. Before I was born, and it's a big jar, and it's still... It's like it's magic. It's still got half of the Vaseline in there. And I used it as a kid. I used it growing up. And it's probably... I don't know... Standard Man, does Vaseline kill germs?
I don't know, Ian.
Because it must be...
if that does or not.
It must have every disease. It must be an MRSA nightmare. It's got everything in there. But, you know, what the hell? I will still rub it on my lips if I need to. Anyway, Standard Man, it's good to have you calling in at a normal part of the show. What can I do for you?
Well, I just want to give the Standard some good news, Ian.
Away you go, sir.
It could be the end of the free newspapers.
What?
They don't tidy up their rubbish. Oh, that's good news for Standard sellers.
Wow.
Once they've gone, we can get back to selling real newspapers.
Feeling the light. Feeling the light. Those London Light newspaper vendors are very aggressive in their handing out of the newspapers, aren't they?
Ian, they're terrible. They block people's way,
Yes.
they throw it in your face,
Well-
and if you don't take it, some of them abuse you.
Right, yes, I've got... Now, the thing is, though, how come the Standard has a free paper?
Well, the Standard, I'll tell you why the Standard's got a free paper.
Yes.
That come out, first of all, because there was the other one coming out.
Yes.
They heard the other one was coming out,
Yes.
so they got on the bandwagon first.
Wow.
And the Standard sellers used to get paid to sell that one, to give that one away. But when the other one come back, then they employed other people to get rid of it.
Wasn't there about 10 years ago? Was it the London Evening News?
Oh, yeah, that was.
And there was a big price war, and the prices went down to something like 5 pence a paper, and then the London Evening News went bust.
Yeah, that was longer than 2 years ago.
Wow.
Years and years ago, there was 3 evening newspapers.
Oh, blimey, a bit of history, yes.
Star, News and Standard.
Yep.
And the Standard was the poorest seller of all of them.
Wow.
And it's the only one that's still going today.
Well, Standard Man, can I just say, I didn't know you were genuinely a Standard Man.
Well, Ian, I'm not, but I used to be. I used to be. I've had a couple of paper pitches.
Oh, listen.
I still keep in touch with the boys.
Good lad, it's always good to talk to you, Standard Man.
Thank you, and it's good to talk to you.
Take care. He's a nice fellow, always full of surprises. Chris has nipped downstairs to make a cup of tea. I've got to do this live read, but some people are calling in, so let me just take some of these. Line 9, you're on the wireless.
It is me, eh?
Yes.
I am calling to complain.
Yes?
Why you are saying this Winky? What is this Winky? Some children are listening at this time, eh? What is this Winky you are saying? Put Vaseline and then you eat it.
Yeah, no, you've misunderstood. Wasn't saying that, so, let's, I tell you what, let's leave those for the moment. Let's do this is probably, the safest thing. Now, have you ever dreamt of having your own home cinema? Have you ever dreamt of that, Helen? I've dreamt of it. Well, in LBC's How Low auction this week, you can make that dream come true with a very low bid in our latest reverse auction competition. I keep going and looking at 42-inch... This is what one of the prices is, a 42-inch high-definition TV. And I keep going looking at them and going, do you know what, I can't justify... I want it. With a bit of jiggling around and cutting back here and there, I could afford it, but I can't justify it. Well, anyway, the winner of the auction will bag themselves a 42-inch high-definition Samsung Plasma TV, a DVD player, surround sound, and more. All you have to do is make the lowest unique bid by 6:30 p.m. this Friday. Is that this Friday? No. Oh, yeah, it is this week. Blimey. This Friday, the 26th of January. I thought we were a week ago. Text the word LBC followed by a space, then your bid in pence to 88821. That's LBC, then space, then your bid in pence to 88821. Bidders must be over 16. Bids cost £1.50, plus your standard network rate. Bids are limited. See www.lbc.co.uk for full terms and conditions. I didn't realise it's the 23rd today. I thought it was still like the late teens. I don't want to be one of those people who says, isn't time going quickly? But do you know what? It actually is. I'm going to take a couple of these just because Chris is downstairs. Line 10, you're on the wireless. I haven't got a clue what that was. It sounded like fun. By the way, this straight-to-air nonsense, if you dig it, may I recommend the Sunday night show, 10 till 1. That's all it is. 3 hours of just rubbish. But entertaining rubbish, it has to be said. Line 10, you're on the wireless.
There's a place in my heart, and I know I will get there, and it's true. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. There's ways to get there, if you know how to get there. It's a better place for you and for me. Heal the world, make it a better place. For me and for you, Iain Lee and your listeners. Do-do-do-do-do-do. A better place for you and for me.
You're a very naughty girl phoning in and singing that.
I've been very naughty, Iain, you toy boy.
Yes.
Spank me bottom, naughty boy.
OK, there we go. How long does it take that cup of tea? Chris, hurry up, we need you. We've had to take calls to air, and you know what? They've all been fruitcakes. I suppose we could have a recap of what we've mentioned so far. Well, we've had... actually, I want to word with you. Stay there for a second.
Why don't you do a recap of what we've mentioned so far?
That's what I'm going to do, but stay there, because I'm actually... Seriously, don't leave, because I need to have a word with you in a second. So far, a guy called Daniel... Did you just pick your nose and eat it?
No.
You did. You picked something, then you put it in your mouth. What was it? It was either skin or bogey.
I'm not saying.
Stand in that corner. Seriously, stand in that corner and put face in the corner.
Why?
This is bullying, Iain.
It's not bullying. It's discipline. It's discipline. It's trendy. It'll get us in the papers. I'm going to be a little bit racist to him in a minute as well.
That is bullying.
Yes.
You can't see what I'm doing.
But well, God knows what you're doing, and God will punish you more than I ever can. You Welsh fool. A bit of racism, you see. That's good. Not good. Racist and bad. So we've done. Who needs a mouse mat is what we've done. Is it all right to get estate agents? I'm actually crying. You've made me cry. Is it all right to get estate agent? Don't lean on the wall. What? Don't lean. Stand up straight. Serious. Is it all right to get estate agents to come in and give you a valuation? And there was other stuff. Now, Chris, you can come over here now. You can come over here now.
Don't want to.
Well, it's tough because I want you to. Because hang on a second.
XT.
So I can't take that straight to air, can I? Yes, line 11, you're on the air.
Yes, hello, it's your manager here. I'm not into any racism or anything like that, and you must stop it right now, please.
Yeah, sorry, Bob.
That's all right.
Shut up, Chris, I'm dealing with it. Sorry, Bob.
Please don't do it again, otherwise we might have to review it and possibly take you off the air.
Nice one, Bob.
Chris, will you shut up? It's just... It's in the... papers. Oh, sorry, Bob. It's a joke.
It's a very sensitive time at the minute. I'm sure you can appreciate it.
Oh,
so things like "you Welsh fool" or whatever you just said, that's that's just not on.
Did I say that?
Something like that.
Did I say? Well, if that came out, I sincerely apologise to anyone who may have been offended. But I don't remember that leaving my lips. But yes, I apologise.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob. Sorry.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
There.
No, you're not let off the leash, Tom Jones. Now.
What?
All of the topics on today's show... Yes, sit down. All of the topics on today's show have been supplied by me or the listeners.
Rubbish, aren't they?
No, they're very good. Where's your input into the show? Can't believe you got me in trouble with Mr. Johnson.
Well, you kind of bought it on
No,
yourself.
I did actually. I was out of order.
I've got them in there.
Oh, have you got some?
Yeah.
All right, well, go through. Go, put your mic up and we'll have them. Here we go. I feel your input has been slightly lacking today, Chris. So
My input is certainly not lacking.
Okay, well, let's hear what topics you've got for today's show.
A good topic is pens. Why are they so expensive? What's so good about them?
They're not.
They're quite cheap. You can get a biro for like 9 pence.
Yeah. I've also got another one.
Yeah, go
on. What's the point of speed bumps?
To slow you down, stop accidents.
I've got a couple more.
Yeah, please do. These are cracking.
Also, you should talk about...
What?
Also, you should talk musical bells.
What does that mean?
You could also talk about shipwrecked.
Are these topics you came up with? Because these are...
Did you like them?
They're absolutely rubbish. Did you come up with these?
No, they're not mine. They're Verinda's. Do you seriously think they're rubbish?
You know what? You've been asking Verinda to supply... Vinny, Big V, the Muppet, to supply you with topics?
Yeah, he's been doing it for months.
Really? Because some of them have been quite good. I hope you're paying him. Industry standard.
No, he does it for free.
15 quid a topic he's entitled to. You know that. It's the basic rate for a topic. 15 quid a topic.
He doesn't know that.
Well, you're right. Well, let's keep it our little secret then. Good lad. Well, shipwrecked and musical bells. And what are the point of speed bumps? I know they're supposed to slow us down to stop accidents, but do you know what? I slow down for the bump and then I speed up straight after. That's got to be more dangerous, hasn't it? Ah, dearie me. 0870. 9090973 is the telephone number. I haven't watched any of the new Shipwreck yet, and I'm worried about it because it's not a racist programme. That's a little bit silly. That's just some stupid thick girl that they've got who's on there, and that's, she's an idiot. But I got addicted to the last Shipwrecked, and I fell in love with Nif, and I'm just worried that I'm going to get addicted to watching 18, 19-year-old girls frolicking on beaches. And B, I'm going to fall in love with a wonky-faced woman that no one else fancies. And that's what happened before, and I had to take a lot of stick for it last time. A lot of stick, because I thought that Nif was quite hot. And everyone said...
Hey.
Well, they didn't say that. They said what? Hello, Jill.
Hello.
You're on the wireless.
I think I am.
Well, I know you are, yes.
Good.
I know for a fact you are.
Don't tell the world.
No.
Ian, right, you're a man of style and good taste, aren't
Yeah,
you?
look at me. All my clothes nowadays come from the Gap. Everything I own is from the Gap.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it at all, no.
Good quality.
It's excellent.
Reasonably priced.
Reasonably priced, and it's generally...
My checks in the post
It's generally long enough in the sleeve department.
Yes, now, you see, now this is what I'm coming to.
Good work.
You are a person of height, whereas I'm not. I'm 5'4".
I believe that some people would say...
Ian Beanpole Lee.
I wouldn't say that, but that phrase has been bandied around.
Well, that height will stand you in very good stead, I believe, this autumn, because there's an article in the papers.
Yeah.
Because, it's, well, you might not know, but it's Paris Fashion Week or something.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't know that.
So
Watching the sky.
Fantastic creations, actually, by
yes.
Gaultier and all the rest of it. But there's
gorgeous.
a small article here that's titled Stylish Men Set for Leggings Look. Male fashionistas could be strutting down London streets in skin-tight leggings this autumn. Influential fashion house Marni unveiled the look at the Milan Fashion Week yesterday.
Leggings
How about that?
for men?
Skin-tight leggings.
No.
In the past, come on, in Shakespeare's time, you had your hosen.
And in modern time...
We've got the legs for it.
In modern time we have our hose as well. It's a different kind of thing. No.
Yes, that's what's coming. I can't wait. I want to see...
You pervert, Jill. You
sick... But there's another thing I wanted to ask you as well. That aside from fashion, which could go together.
Yeah.
Some people say they do, some people say they don't.
Yes.
What's your take on tattoos?
Oh, Jill, I'll tell you what. We'll have this conversation after I've just done this.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
There's a load of rubbish down there. I don't know what's been going on. Someone's put a load of rubbish. Jill, tattoos.
Yes, tattoos.
I hate them.
You hate them?
I hate them. Although I do quite like the ones that tarty ladies have just above their bottom, just at the base of their spine. Because what that's saying is, well, I won't tell you exactly what the message is, but basically it's saying, yeah, you want some, you can have some.
And this is where it is, in this direction. Yes. But I'm not really a fan of tattoos. But we were talking earlier about, not on the radio, but do you remember those when you were a kid, those fake tattoos you got? Oh, yes.
Where you used to have to lick
them.
How did it work? Did you lick your hand?
I had to lick your hand. I think I actually licked the you peeled off the back. I think I actually...
You licked the back of
one brand. I think I licked the back of the the tattoo itself.
I think you had to do
and then
that.
I put it on my skin, and you held it on really tight for a few minutes.
Yeah. And then when you peeled it away, half of it stayed there, and half of it, you know.
Well, it was easier if you were very young and you did it. You know, sort of. I think I remember buying my first packet when I was about 6, and it all smudged because kids don't put these things on properly, and then you go and show it to your mum, and she says, "What's that?" But anyway, lovely story here, Argentina.
Are you doing? Hang on. Are you doing a paper review for us?
Well, no, only because if I don't keep it in front of me, I'll forget. I'll say it in a way that probably won't have the impact.
Right. Let's bring the.
Hey, that's what journalists are paid for, and I'm not. So.
Well, let's hang on. Let's have the Burley down nice and low, and we're going to play. So let me play some kind of music that means you're going to tell us a wry story from a newspaper from around the world.
This is lovely. This is great. You'll love this, Ian. It's right up your street. Okay. So I have to wait for the music.
The music's playing now.
Oh, yeah, I can hear
it. Let's start again. Okay. It's time for Jill and her view on what's going on around the world in the newspapers.
Okay. Argentina. A football fan is suing a tattoo artist who drew a penis on his back instead of his favourite team's badge. The teenager asked to have Boca Juniors logo etched on his back, but the tattoo artist was a supporter of a rival team, River Plate, and decided to have some fun at the young customer's expense. The victim, who cannot be named, said, "I could not see what he was tattooing because he didn't have a mirror. I only saw it when I got home and showed it to my parents." Boom.
Well, that was. I think we can make that a feature. Jill, her stories from around the world, because that's obviously a proper newspaper, because the Daily Star doesn't have stories from around the world. I don't think. There we go. It's enough. I like that music. It's enough of that, though. Thank you for that, Jill. Good stuff. 0870 9090 973 is the phone number. Here till 10 o'clock. Clive Bull is on at 10. Maggie's in Oakwood.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
Hitchcock used to do it on his programme, didn't he? Good evening.
Exactly,
No,
yeah.
that was the Elephant Man I was doing. Sorry, that was a... Good evening.
Yes.
I'm Alfred Hitchcock. Listen in my half hour. In this story, a young lady has a hand made out of a pig. But what's so bizarre about the story is her husband has the ability to see into the past. Watch and enjoy. It was like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just like...
Exactly. In fact, that sounds like... Hang on, let me write that down. Had a hand like a pig. Her husband could see into the past. Sounds like a good story. I'm writing that tonight. I ain't getting no sleep till that story's written and published. Anyway, Maggie.
Couple of things I want to tell you.
Yes.
You know those tattoos at the small of the back that women wear?
Oh, yes.
You know that they've got a special name?
They've actually got a name for them.
Yeah.
Go on.
Tramp stamps.
Tramp stamps. There we go.
There you go.
Are you jealous?
Jealous.
It's a weird thing to do, isn't it? And I quite like it in a sort of sexy, dirty, wrong sort of way.
Yeah, yeah.
But I wouldn't want to go out with a girl that had one.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I do think it looks sexy, but it's kind of iffy.
What are girls doing showing that bit of their backs anyway?
Exactly.
Because it's just above the bum, and you shouldn't be displaying that, really.
Exactly.
Should be private.
And the other thing I want to tell you is that,
Yes.
for a few things, I want to tell you that I think Nick Ferrari is a misogynist.
Wow. Okay. You can phone up and tell him if you want.
Yeah.
Because I don't really care. I'm more of a Wogan man.
And Anna Raymond is a darling.
Oh well. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay. And one more thing.
Yes. You can phone her up and tell her that as well. if you
Yeah,
want.
yeah. One more thing. Give me hope, Joanna.
Hope, Joanna, give me hope, Joanna, till the morning comes.
Give me
hope, Joanna, give me hope, Joanna, give me hope, Joanna, come. We're gonna rock down to I was doing a whole Eddie Grant mega mix.
Yeah.
What was the other song? There was a third song, wasn't there?
Oh,
there's a hair on this microphone. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. There was actually a hair. What was Eddie Grant's third hit? There was Give Me Hope, Joanna, Electric Avenue, and, what was it?
I have no idea.
Oh, 087090900973. What was Eddie Grant's other song? Jeff, do you know what Eddie Grant's other song was?
It was on the tip of my tongue there, Ian, to be quite honest with you, but I've actually forgotten what it was, as just as you went to air.
He had a third song, and I can't think what it was. Someone will call in, hopefully, although the phones haven't exactly gone mental there. Maggie, anything else? We can assume that Maggie's gone. Let me just quickly take one of these before we go to this break. Line 8, what was Eddie Grant's other hit?
I don't want to dance.
I don't want to dance.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Hang on a second. Yes, line 5, you're on the wireless.
I thought she was Chris. Sorry.
It's Iain. Yes.
Oh.
For some reason, he hasn't racked up any phone calls. I don't know why. I'm not angry with him, but I thought I'd just take you straight to air.
I was going to talk about aliens, Ian. Do you believe in aliens?
I believe there's something out there.
Now, I honestly believe they run this planet. They tell Bush and Blair what to say to the public.
Wow.
You didn't know that, did you?
I did not know that, no.
And they will show themselves very soon, I
When?
can assure you.
Was Jesus an alien?
No, he was a messenger.
From the aliens?
He's not a god. It could be, yeah.
Okay, wow.
There's hundreds of Jesuses. There's Africans, Chinese Jesus.
There's a Chinese Jesus?
There's an African.
Are you sure, Maureen, are you sure you're not thinking of Elvis?
Elvis was a singer. He weren't no Messiah.
No, but there's a
Michael. Michael Jackson.
He's beyond his time, isn't he?
No, he's above his time.
That's it. He's above his time. I knew
Honestly.
I knew it was an odd phrase that didn't quite make sense. Yes.
I've met Michael 4 times, Ian.
Well, excellent stuff. Well done, you, Missy.
Hello.
Yes, what a delightful fruitcake she was. There's a Chinese Jesus. Wow.
She was making me spit tea everywhere, Ian.
Oh God. Well, yes. My tea's over there. Actually, I'll have some. Hang on a second.
Anyway.
Hang on. I've not done this for a while.
Can I do it back?
Yeah, go on. Good girl. No, you can't do it as well as me, can you?
Oh, all right, let you off.
Good.
Anyway,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
I've got a tattoo where you're talking about.
You've got a what?
A tattoo.
A tattoo. Sorry, I thought you said tattoo. I didn't know what a tattoo is. But a tattoo, you've got...
I have a tattoo in the place that you're talking about.
What is it? Is it an arrow pointing downwards saying, this way, boys?
It's not. It's just a little flower, and if you want to see it on MySpace, you're welcome to my page.
Oh, hang on, you're the lady that's got, a bagpuss.
Bagpuss?
Are you bagpuss?
I'm Bagpuss.
Okay, I know exactly...
Who I am.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's, there's a flower's different. You get these girls that have these big sort of Celtic straps, don't
Yeah,
you?
no, I don't like that.
No, but a flower's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, and I've had it for years, and the reason I've done it is because I kept saying, I want one, and I never done it. And I thought, how long...
But why have you got it there?
Well, because I didn't want one on my shoulder, because in years to come, if I got married, it looks a bit manky there, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, but it
It's
looks...
even worse on your arms, for women, on your arms, your back.
Oh, it looks a bit butch on your arms, doesn't it?
Exactly. So I
Yes.
thought I'd pick somewhere. No one's going to look at it. I'm not saying, look at me.
But do you wear those little low... What do they call them? Low risers? Is that what they call them?
My kids call them batty riders.
But do you wear batty riders and
I
then
don't,
a top that's cropped, a crop top?
No, I don't.
So it's not on display?
No.
Oh, well, that's...
Only when I'm on the beach.
Oh, even still, though, it's not really... It's it's giving the kind of signals it's giving out, don't you?
Well, you can think what you like.
No, hey, listen, it's giving out this kind of signal. Which is really, maybe slightly inappropriate, or even this. So you.
Oh, I like that one.
Well, there you go. That's the signal it's giving out. It's exactly this. So, it's the last hour of the show already. It's flown by. No one's bitten the Mika worm that I put out to. Don't know how that sentence ends, so I'll just stop it there. 0870 9090 973. More of your calls after the news.
On FM,
On DAB.
and online. This is LBC 97.3. LBC 97.3. Iain Lee's Good Evening. Call 0870 9090 973.
Okay, last hour of the show. Do you know, going from a 3.5 hour to a 3 hour show makes a big difference, man. Big difference. Here till 10 o'clock, then Clive Ball comes on at 10 till 1, then it's Adrian Allen on at 1 o'clock. I can't believe that no one has called in to say, yeah, Mika's alright, isn't it? Because this fella's like number one in the charts, and no one. I just want someone to help me, to let me know whether it's a brilliant pop song or it's a really annoying record. I definitely don't like the spoken word bits in it that are taken from a film or something. That makes me uncomfortable. But the chorus might be quite good. I just don't know. I honestly don't know. 0870 9090 973 is the phone number. Now, someone was talking earlier on about the leggings. It was Jill, wasn't it, talking about leggings? And it reminded me, Chris, you're a similar shape to me, kind of tall and lanky and skinny. Have you, which is kind of a rare shape. Have you ever been in a clothes shop and someone has said, "Oh, excuse me, would you mind trying this on? You're a bit similar to my boyfriend or my son." Have you ever had that?
No.
I get that loads of times. I get loads of women saying, "Sorry, you're just a similar shape to my son. Would you try this jacket on to see if he's got long arms like you? Would you try the jacket on?"
Never.
You never get that.
Never.
I get that a lot. I haven't had it for a while, but I get that a lot. Can someone else? Has that ever happened? Okay, well, this is two things then. Has that ever happened to you, dear listener? Or have you asked someone to try something on, not like trousers and pants and stuff, but like just jackets and maybe a jumper? I've tried jumpers on before. Have you ever spotted someone in a shop who is of a similar physical build to someone in your life and asked them to try something on? And I bet if you have, you're a woman. Because blokes won't do it. Although there's apparently this myth of when blokes buy bras for their girlfriends, they say, "Oh, she's about your size." But I don't think that happens. I think that's just like a sitcom cliche. I don't think that actually happens. 0870 9090 973. It's our first Mika call. It's Colin.
Ian.
Colin.
Yeah, Mika. Okay, so I think he's pretty good.
Really?
I'm going to bite on the Mika cherry here. Yeah, I was told about him a couple of months ago,
Yes.
and I've got some tickets to go and see him at Coco. He's playing at Coco in a couple of weeks' time.
What's Coco?
It's that club in Camden. You know, it used to be the Camden. God, what did it used to be? The one where Madonna played recently.
Oh, is that near sort of Mornington Crescent end?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yes, I know. I've never been in there. I know exactly.
Now, if you can, get a couple of tickets for you and whoever you want to take, because apparently he's going to do a whole circus thing there with candy floss.
Oh.
Da-da-da-da-da. But in terms of music, he's kind of being rated as the next Freddie Mercury. He's really very talented.
Well, there's a bit... He can do an impression of Freddie Mercury, can't he?
He's a good falsetto.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I heard him... I'm sorry, it's another radio station. I heard him on Dermot's show on Radio 2. He did a live session.
Hey, well, listen, do you know what? I don't mind plugging Dermot on Radio 2 because he's plugged this show a couple of times.
Oh, does he?
Oh, yes. Oh, well, that's...
Mutual stuff, good. Well, he did a bloody good... he did a really good cover of all things, a Shakira song. Hips Don't Lie.
Yes.
And he just worked it up on, on a whim, and it was just brilliantly done. Really, he's really talented. College of Music.
He sounds like the kind of person I would like to punch. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? He just sounds a little bit... I don't know, there's something that sits uncomfortably with me.
Yeah, I know what you mean by that. I know what you mean, but I think it's worth giving him a bit of rope just to hang himself. Because he might be really good. He might end up being a really, really good asset for this country. Or he could be panned.
Is he English then? I know he's got...
Well, no, I think he originates from Israel or something like that, but I think he was educated here and has lived a lot of his time here.
He's born in Lebanon.
I think it was some sort of mixture of Norwegian, Lebanese, Australian or something, I don't know.
Something like that. Something
like that. I don't know. I did hear it was a bit of a mixture.
Chris, what are you doing?
How does Mika go?
Well, can you sing it?
Me?
Yeah, well, can you sing it, Colin?
No, absolutely not. No.
Chris is trying to work it out. Chris, go on, have a go.
I think it goes...
I could be blue, I could be red, I could be da 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 da.
You got to slow down, Colin.
Yeah, it doesn't go like that, Colin. I've heard it. It doesn't go like that.
No, but I'm rubbish, so...
Right, Chris, you have a go. Go on.
Ba-ba-da-ba,
That's the Doctor Who theme tune.
I haven't finished.
I could be blue, I could be black, I could be brown, I could be purple.
Yeah, that's
It's that kind of thing, isn't it?
Perfect.
Grace Kelly.
Maybe I try a little Freddie. Does that, doesn't he?
That's the Freddie.
Maybe I try a little Freddie. And that's the point. I want to punch him between the eyes. Maybe I try a little Freddie.
Anyway, it did knock off Leona from the number one, which is
He did what?
He knocked off...
Wow. Well, that quashes those rumours then. He's definitely not. If he... Oh, you mean from the number one slot?
Indeed.
Okay. Colin, well, listen, thank you for that. Let us know how the gig goes. Maybe I try a little Freddie. Ooh. Huey?
Ian.
Is it Huey?
Yeah.
Not Huey?
Huey.
Huey with an H?
Huey with an H, yeah.
Okay, Chris has put Huey on my screen. Huey wasn't Huey was a character in a film, wasn't it? I'm thinking of Chewie. Anyway, yes. Yeah.
Yes, Eddie Grant.
Yes.
He's on the tip of your tongue, it's on the tip of my tongue, and I got it, and I rang up. Remember, living on the front line. Oh, mama, you got me. Living on the front line.
Oh, I do vaguely remember that. That wasn't one of his big hits, though, was it?
Yeah, that was the first one.
Well, it wasn't.
Big one. I can tell you actually what his original hit was, though.
I bet you get it wrong. Away you go.
Okay, it's called, I'll tell you what it's called. I'm gonna cut everything, ba 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 ba. Now that was in the 70s.
That's a John Denver song, isn't it? Ba 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 ba. So I just remember there's a brilliant bit in Prison Break, in series 2, where there's a guy who's like he's like a white sort of, hey man, what's happening, bro? You know, he kind of talks like that, and he's pretending, he has to pretend that he likes John Denver. Okay, because he's in the car with this girl who doesn't know he's an escaped convict, and the radio comes on and it mentions the escaped convict, so he turns it over to a country station, and it's John Denver, and she goes, "You don't like John Denver?" He goes, "Yeah, man, I love him, he's my favourite," and he starts singing, he thinks these are the words, "Country ho, take me home." It's a moment of genius. Anyway, sorry, I was just singing Country Ho there.
Hey, wait, when you say Prison Break, is that the second one along? Because I've still got it on Sky Plus, you know, I hope you're not telling me.
Oh, it's a tiny scene that gives nothing away. It's in about episode 5 of series 2.
Okay.
I was watching episode 12 today.
Yeah?
Oh, it's series 2 is a million times better than series 1.
I really hope so, because you remember that program Lost?
Yeah, well, do I remember it? Yeah, of course. It starts again in about 3 weeks.
Well, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing Lost.
What are you talking about?
Because at least Prison Break, there's some sort of meaning to it. Lost, they brought in another group of people.
Lost is I've seen trails for the new series of Lost. It's going to blow your mind if you've got the bottle to stick with it.
That's my point. Is it worth it?
Yes, it is worth it.
Okay, because
But Prison Break, Series 1, it was really good at Prison Break. It was good, but it was a little bit silly in places, but it was really good. And the fact that the two main people were rubbish actors, you could overlook that.
That's right.
Series 2 is just fantastic.
I'm hearing a friend of mine went to America over there.
But the thing is, Clive was mentioning this last night. I don't think you can do Series 2 without having seen Series 1.
Yes, this is true, yeah.
I think there's too much in it. I mean, you've got to know about Teabag. You've got to know about all these people. I think there's too much in it.
This is a psychopath one. Is that Teabag?
Teabag, yeah. You're going to hold my pocket, pretty boy. We're going to have some fun tonight. What happens to him is just incredible.
It was really strange. I watched Teabag in the last series. And then a few weeks later, he was playing Robert Kennedy.
Was he really?
I just couldn't, you know...
He's a good actor, man.
Yeah.
He's a brilliant actor. And I tell you, in Series 2, I don't know his name, but he's one of my favourite actors. Well, favourite actors, don't know his name. But he's the guy, the FBI guy, who used to be in Invasion.
Invasion, let me think.
Invasion was a bit rubbish, but it's about these underwater capsules that are aliens and they take people's bodies. Okay. But the FBI guy is a brilliant actor, and he's fantastic in this.
Yes, yes. No, so Ian.
Yes.
Here's the remix, right? Oh, Ian Lisa, you got me on the LBC show. That's my remix.
Well,
I rate being on there.
Huey, it was a fantastic remix. Thank you very much. It wasn't a remix, he just changed the words. Jeff is in the cinema.
Hi, Ian. How you doing? Hey, do you remember the Invaders with Roy Finnis?
Yes, and you could tell they were invaders with because wasn't one of their fingers bent.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
And then when they got shot, they just disappeared. Did he ever get to the end of that? Or
No, I think they ran out of money, and it was sort of shelved or axed or whatever they call it.
Wow.
And it ended. Just
Invaders was creepy. I don't want to
Anyway,
go down
that's
an
not
Andy.
what I called.
No, good. Yes, I don't want to do an Andy Crane on everyone.
I believe you met Gene Simmons.
I've met Gene Simmons a couple of times.
You've met Gene Simmons?
Yeah, and I was at a party the other night that he was hosting, but I didn't meet him there, but I saw him there. We might be getting him on the phone in a couple of weeks.
What?
Yes.
He's getting on a bit. Did you say he?
Yeah, what?
He, did you say?
Yes.
Not the one from Spartacus?
No, we had this the other day. No, not the woman from Spartacus.
Oh, sorry, Ian, I'm getting completely mixed up, mate.
Yes, oh, for God's sakes. Louise Barnsworth.
Hi, Ian.
Hey, Barnsworth.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. Do you know what? There's something wrong with me. I'm taking down too much air, and it means I'm constantly getting bloated and windy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, lovely.
Right, you were talking about Vaseline earlier on.
Have you heard the song? Who does the song Vaseline? There's a brilliant song.
Oh,
she uses Vaseline. Is it the Flaming Lips? I think it could be. Anyway, sorry. Yes, carry on.
Yeah.
Or it's the Meat Puppets. I'm not sure.
My mother's the same. She swears by it. If you have anything wrong with your skin, she'll always tell you to get some Vaseline on.
Yeah.
And she's got, like, this massive tub. It's like 5 normal tubs together.
Yeah.
Of it as well. She said that for years.
Is it all rusty?
No.
It's
a plastic tub.
My mum's tub is all rusty.
Oh, it's got little bits of dried up Vaseline in it.
Yeah. Did you? In the old days, of course, when they used to make films, to make an old woman look a bit younger and a bit sexier, they would rub Vaseline on the camera lens.
That just sounds messy.
It is messy, but they would... Barnsworth, gotta go.
Yardhomes.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Okie dokie, 0870 9090 973 is the phone number. Now, this is very, very important. We need you to start sending in your blogs for the show now. You've got about 30 minutes to send in your blog. The best one, and I always joke saying we don't get that many. We actually get quite a lot. The best one will be published on the LBC website by the end of the show. So what are you going to do? Right, you can go and have a look at lbc.co.uk. Lots of good stuff on there, a lot of fun stuff on there. Chris has got his own page. Can you believe that? Don't waste your time looking at that. It'll be rubbish. But if you go to the presenter blogs, you'll get an idea of kind of what we're after. A brief summary of the... I can't believe that Clyde gets away with one-word blogs. It's lazy genius. That's what it is. So we want more than one word if you can. It doesn't it can be a sentence, it can be a paragraph, it can be a whole goddamn essay. As long as there's no swearing in there. Do you know what? It doesn't even have to be that accurate about what's happening in the show. You know, you can pretty much make it up. So if you could write that, please, then email it within the next 25 minutes to Iain, IAIN, at lbc.co.uk. And the best one will be published on the LBC website by 10 o'clock this evening. Sifu!
How you doing? You all right?
Oh, I'm good, lads.
Good, lad. Tattoos.
I heard you sucking up to Mike Mendoza the other night.
I don't call any other radio station.
Just sounded a lot like you, that's all.
Well, you know.
Yeah. Tattoos.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Tramp stamps.
Why are you only speaking in sentences of one word?
I'm just saying that they're just for tramps. They're disgusting.
Yeah, they're not nice, are they? They don't really.
They're horrible. And when I see a woman with one, I just don't even want to talk to her. I just go away.
Well,
I don't even want to talk to
her. Well, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't send them away.
If you had a choice,
if you had a choice between twin sisters, and one had tats and one didn't, you'd go for the one without.
Clearly.
Okay. Well, if the other one's left, can I take her out for a drink?
By all means,
Thank you.
I'll send her your way.
Thank you, Sifu. That's very kind of you.
This guy who's talking about chafing as well.
Yes.
Most likely, I'd say he's overweight. That's the reason it's happening.
Well, he's wearing a lycra trousers and stuff like that, and
he needs to get off the bike. You're not going to get fit sitting on a bike.
Will,
I don't care.
no, you-
Get off your backsides and run or walk.
Well, you'll get fit if you ride the bike, Sifu.
And not as much as running or walking.
Do you know what? I haven't been running for a couple of weeks. I've not been well. I've not been to the gym recently. I'm going to the gym Friday. But my friend Steve, has said to me, Ian, let's do it. Let's go out for a run tomorrow. And he's really fit.
But you should be careful with running though sometimes. The impact. It's better to walk if you can.
You lightweight bottler. We're going to go running through the woods.
You'll thank me when you're 60.
Oh, yes, make a note of Sifu's number, Chris, and I'll call him in 27 years. But we're going to go running in the woods, which is better than running on concrete.
Of course, yeah. Impact-wise, you know, you're quite wise.
The woods is God's gift to joggers.
Exactly.
Yes, so...
Prison Break.
Prison Break, yes.
I don't watch it.
Well, you're an idiot.
You know why?
Because you're a bottler. You haven't got the bottle to watch
Not
it.
at all. Did you ever used to watch Oz?
No, but I'm aware of Oz. But I
watch that. I feel I'm this low watching Prison Break.
Why can't you say Prison Break?
Prison, it's the accent.
Yes, it's the accent that makes you miss out the R of break.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want some music?
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little crazy. I haven't ate much today, you know. I've been exercising and whatnot, and I've missed a meal.
Okay, well you be careful.
I'm feeling a little lightheaded today.
Okay, well you give us some lovely music then.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Around, nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around.
Got more.
What is that? What is that from? It's not the Karate Kid, is it?
What did you say?
What is that from?
Karate Kid.
Is it?
It is.
There we go. Good. Yes. Is Sifu? Sifu. Is this the fight, the big tournament at the end of the film? Around, nothing's ever gonna put you down. You're the best around. Yeah, Sifu.
Show no mercy.
Sifu, is that the tournament at the end of the film?
Yeah, that's the one.
Isn't that an exciting montage of karate?
Exactly.
Then right at the end, Ralph Macchio gets his leg broken by an illegal move, but he does that crane thing and kicks the fella in the face.
That's it, quality.
I used to really, really fancy his chubby girlfriend in that film.
Before I got into Kung Fu, I used to walk around with my fingers pushed into my hands for about a year, trying to be like Daniel.
Well, the thing is, Ralph Macchio looks exactly like that. Now, he was about 30 when they made that film.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
I went to the pictures to see The Karate Kid 2. That's a good film.
How about the fourth one with the girl?
Oh, I've not seen that one. He's still in Karate Kid 3. Karate Kid 3 is the same as The Karate Kid, isn't it?
The 1, 2 and 3, you know, and then 4, it's just rubbish.
Mr. Miyagi's dead now.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a shame. He's a good actor.
I'd like to have tested my own skills against him.
Well, he was just an actor. Thank you, Sifu. That was fun, wasn't it? Rebecca's in Dorking. Hello, Rebecca.
Hello, Ian. I just wanted to ask you if you could hum your song again that you reckon John Denver did. Can you remember?
Oh no, I can't remember. Oh.
Okay. Well, it wasn't John Denver.
Who was it?
Monkeys, but it was the last train to Clarksville.
I wasn't humming Last Train to Clarksville.
Yes, you were.
Oh, for God's sakes, woman, I'm the Monkeys mastermind. I know everything there is to know about the Monkeys. It wasn't Last Train to Clarksville.
Well, I think you should get Chris
Dun
to
dun 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 dun. That's Last Train to Clarksville.
Yeah, that's what you were humming.
I wasn't humming that.
Oh, yes, you were.
Oh, well, steady on. Rebecca, I'm going to cut you off for being a fool. But thank you. I do like Country Ho, though. Country Ho, take me home. I love Prison Break. I actually want to ask Prison Break to marry me. I seriously do. That's how much I love it. I know it's weird, isn't it? I genuinely love it. And I never want it to end, but one day it will. 0870 9090973 is the telephone number as we approach the last 30 minutes of the show. Kevin is in the Crystal Palace. Hello, Kevin.
Hello.
Hello, Kevin.
Hi, Ian.
Yes?
I was just going to say that mouse mat that you think's useless.
Oh, yeah, no, well, what's the point of having a mouse mat? I've just discovered that by putting my mice on the table, it works just as well, if not better.
Exactly. You should throw it away. It's a very cathartic experience. You can just sling it away. I discovered something very similar.
Yes.
You might want to try this as well.
Go for your life.
Get rid of your washing up bowl. What's the point in the washing up bowl?
I don't have a washing up bowl.
Exactly, but there's lots of people that do.
They do, don't they? And do you know what? I was at my mum's on Christmas Day, and I did the Christmas dinner. And normally, my sister and her husband should do the washing up, but I kind of got into it, and I did the washing up. And I'm washing up in the bowl, and I thought, well, hang on, she's got a sink with a plug in it. Exactly. Why do I need the bowl when I can get more stuff in the sink?
Sink smaller. That's the whole...
It is weird, isn't it? Why do we have washing up bowls?
Yeah, and we're the only country that uses them as well.
Really?
Well, apparently. They're not very common anywhere else.
Do you know what? You're absolutely right. Is that if anyone... This is very good advice, Kevin. If anyone out there has got a washing up bowl, chuck it away. Yes, by all means, keep it under the sink in case you're sick and you need to puke up. When you were ill, Kevin, as a young man...
Yeah.
And you were, like, actually puking up, and you're, like, about 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Did your mum put the washing up bowl beside you?
Oh, yeah, and then wash up in it.
And then wash up in the washing up bowl that you were puking up in. And that feeling of being in bed, waking up, and then just leaning over the side and heaving into the... Oh, God. Yeah. And she'd do the washing up in it. Mums are weird.
Yeah.
Kevin, that's excellent advice. Thank you for that.
I've got one of those Peugeot 205s as well, like an old one like you have. And,
they do the job.
I crashed into a bus.
Oh, did you?
And I thought, you know what, it doesn't matter. I've got a crappy old car.
Do you know what, that's the thing. I was really angry and really annoyed and upset today when I did this, because I got out and it's a big old scrape down the side, and it's quite a big dent, but it's nothing bad. And I was angry, and I just thought, man, just let it go. You have a 16-year-old car, it's got scrapes and scratches and knocks. It doesn't matter. Really and as soon as I thought that and processed that in my head, just the whole weight just slid off me, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And they still, how old is yours, Kevin? What reg is it?
It's a K-reg.
It's a year younger than mine.
Yeah.
But, and it still works, and it still does what it needs to do.
That's right.
Kevin, you're a good lad, thank you for that.
All right.
There we go, lovely. It's true, why do you have washing up bowls? It just makes the sink smaller. Imagine if you had a washing up bowl for your face. My new bathroom, the sink's too shallow. That's the conclusion I've come to.
You don't do the washing up in the bathroom?
No, I do the facial washing up and the shave. The sink's just a little bit too shallow. Because it's a poncy one, you see.
What, do you fill it to wash your face?
Yeah, well, of course I do.
Well, you just use it running water from the tap.
Because that's wasteful. And also, if you're having a shave, you've got to fill it up.
Yeah, but you're washing with dirty water then.
Seriously, man, you're one of the weirdest people I've ever met, and it's not just because you're Welsh.
No, you are.
Shut up.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
OK, last 30 minutes of the show. It's gone fast tonight. So, yesterday dragged. If you missed yesterday's show, well, lucky you. It was all right. It was just like really old blokes having a whinge. The whole show was blokes talking like this and just not being very happy. Tonight's has had a little bit more spunk, which is good. 0870 90 90 973. Here till 10 o'clock. Then Clive Bull is on at 10. Simon is on the motorway 25.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Simon.
Hello, I'm not on the motorway 25 anymore.
Oh, blimey, whereabouts are you?
I'm in Bakersfield because Chris, I was phoning Chris about an hour and a half ago, and he said he'd phone me back in a minute, so now I'm home.
Simon, I can only apologise, and thank you for still sticking with us. He's an idiot.
I know. I wanted to talk to you about Mika.
Oh, yes, are you a fan?
I don't know. I think his song's not bad, but I think he sounds like a Queen tribute band.
I know. Yeah, I agree. I don't know whether I like him. The song's not bad, but yeah, maybe I could try Little Freddie. That bit.
What do you call it? A guitar solo over the top, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right,
I don't like the spoken word bits on there as well. They sound really uncomfortable.
Yeah, and I've got a sneaking suspicion that his next song is going to be a load of rubbish.
Yeah, I tell you, the bit I do like is the bit where he goes, I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be anything you want. That bit I quite like. That's the only bit.
It sounds like Queen.
It does sound like Queen, you're right. Like a slightly poppier version of Queen.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
But, yes, it'll be interesting to see if the next... when that guy was describing the gig, saying, oh, it's going to be like a proper circus with candy floss, and I thought, well, that sounds rubbish, and Leo Sayer was doing that 30 years ago, you know, so it's...
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but he's number one, and he's going to be... he is the next big thing.
Yeah, but, you know, these the next big things, and then the next songs are crap, aren't they?
Simon, you could be right. Thank you very much for that. Francis is in Bethnal Green. Hello, Francis.
Hi, yeah, I'm just calling about tattoos. I have one on my stomach. It's a private statement. nobody can see it.
It's a private statement?
Yep.
What's the statement you're making?
I got it when I first came out of the meeting. I was a pagan.
Okay.
And it's a thing.
Do you have to come out as a pagan?
Well, no, I was brought up Church of England, and it took me years to realise why I wasn't happy with it, and to admit it to myself.
Well, 'cause it's a load of old guff, that's primarily why, yes.
But the guy previously saying, I did it for me, I didn't need to please anybody else.
Right. Where exactly is it on your stomach?
It's like, how can I put this politely? Halfway between the navel and my knicker line.
Oh, okay. So it's there. So if you were wearing a crop top, people could see it?
I don't wear crop tops.
Okay. What's it a tattoo of?
It's a pentacle, 5-pointed star.
God blimey. Well, hey, each to their own.
Yeah. I mean, nobody can see it unless I'm on the beach. I don't go there this weather.
No.
And it's a private statement for me.
Okay.
And I'm happy with it.
Well, Francis, lovely. Thank you very much for that. 0870 90 90 973. It's G-Man.
What go on, mate?
Hey, steady on, G-Man. You been drinking?
No, I'm just happy in it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice to hear. Have you got any tattoos?
No, bruv, they're for the gays and the homeless.
Okay, well, there you go. That's certainly one way of looking at it. And the pagans, it turns out, as well. The pagans have pentacles tattooed on them.
They have what?
Pentacles. It's not what you think. Anyway, G-Man, what do you want?
Yeah, you see, my chick's left me and she's not letting me see my baby and all
man.
that, yeah.
That's bad news. I'm sorry to hear that.
Ah, yeah.
Maybe it's because you're a bit of an idiot.
What?
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, basically, I was speaking to this guy at the bus stop, yeah?
Yeah.
And it turns out he's the leader of Fathers for Justice.
Oh, right, yes.
And he put me on the straight and narrow and told me to, get over it, and they will take me in.
Okay, well, they're the ones that campaign so that fathers can have equal rights to see their kids.
Yeah, I want to see my baby when it's born. I want to be there.
Okay, well, so are you going to join them, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, basically, I had to fill in a form and stuff, and they said you got to pick your superhero, innit? You got to be a superhero to get let in.
That's how they tend to campaign, yes.
It's weird.
So who are you going to be?
50 Cent, innit?
50 Cent you're going to be?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he's a rapper, isn't he?
Yeah, man.
He's not a superhero.
He kills the mic, innit? He's a hero to us youths.
Yes, but I think they kind of mean like Spider-Man and the Batman and Superman, not 50.
It's a bit like, I'm not Russell Brand. I don't go around wearing tight trousers. It's all a bit homo.
Yes. Well, listen. Yes. Okay. Well, I understand what he's saying. He's a limited vocabulary because he's an idiot, and I don't think Fiddy Pence is classed technically as a superhero. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I just come for you to say good evening.
Well, can I just say, while you're here, and it's strange you're here actually, because I had a message for you. Where did I put that? Somewhere. Was it?
Oh.
Hang on a second. Hang on, I've got it. Here somewhere. Yes, here it is. Good evening.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening to you.
That was a lovely good evening message.
I knew I'd jotted it down somewhere, but can I just say, though, good evening from me.
It's a good evening from me.
And it's a good evening from me.
Can I just say, good evening.
I'm going to have to interrupt. Sorry, I've got to interrupt you there. We've just got an important news flash. Good evening.
Oh, can I just say?
Yes.
I've only just got in because I've been having a good evening. Is Helen behind the glass?
Good evening, madam.
Oh, good evening. What, we didn't hear your Helen's half hour.
You were going to do a Helen's half hour the other week, weren't you?
Yeah.
What happened to that?
Good evening.
Yes.
No, it's not good evening anymore. We're talking about a Helen's half hour.
Helen did it, but unfortunately it wasn't on the radio. She did it before the show, and it was, can I just say, Helen, it was fantastic.
Thank you.
So you missed it, I'm afraid.
I've got another suggestion. I think on a Wednesday, Helen should pick a topic, and we should talk about that topic for half an hour.
I tell you what,
Helen's topic of the half an hour.
Helen, do you want to produce the show tomorrow?
When?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. What day is that?
It's Wednesday.
Hang on. Yeah, all right.
Helen's going to produce the show tomorrow, good evening, and come up with all the topics. How does that sound?
That's marvellous, because we don't hear much from Helen behind the
Well,
glass.
the whole show tomorrow is going to be coming out of her brain.
Oh, so is Iain Lee going to be behind the glass?
Iain Lee's going to be behind the mic.
Oh, of course.
Because the legend. Contractually, I'm obliged to do most of the talking, but every idea that I spout will have come from Helen's head. Does that work? Is that all right?
Will we hear Helen speak?
Very little.
Oh, she doesn't like speaking.
She doesn't like speaking. She does it pretty much most of the time. But
we never hear her speaking.
Well, you've heard her now. Good evening.
She only said good evening, madam.
Yes.
But it's good evening, sir.
Good evening, madam.
Can I just say, good evening?
Yes, good evening. What a delightful fruitcake. Ah, dearie me. It's Vince, of all people.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Vince.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right. I've got an itchy ear, so I'm going to give that a little scratch. That's better.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
No, I was just thinking, you're a vegetarian, aren't you?
Yes.
Do you eat eggs?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do, so you're not a vegan then?
No, I'm not a vegan.
Oh, no, I was just wondering, because you eat mayonnaise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a vegan.
No, I was just asking the question.
You were going to try and catch me out, weren't you?
No.
You've called in to try and catch me out, and you've embarrassed yourself.
Being slightly cocky as usual.
There you go. Good lad. Nice try, Vince. Try again.
See you later, mate.
There we go. He tried to catch me out on the old eggs argument there. He could have caught me out on the leather shoes argument, of course, but he didn't go down that route, so I win. Roger's in Hackney.
How you doing, Ian? You all right, mate?
I'm all right, actually, yes.
Your crappy car.
Yes, sir.
How crappy is it?
Oh, very, very, very.
Oh, 'cause mine's got eczema.
All right.
All the primer flies off when I'm driving down the road.
Oh, mine doesn't. My body works pretty all right. I mean, it's scratched and stuff, but it's not rusty or anything.
It's just good, though, having a crappy car. I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
Isn't it? Because do you know what? A couple of years ago, I had an incredibly expensive Audi, and just the stress of parking it in places. Is it safe to park it here? Can I fit it in there? I might scratch it. All of that stress is now completely gone, and it feels fantastic.
Now, when you're in traffic,
Yeah.
and there's a big queue,
Yeah.
and you want to get in, but you know you shouldn't really, you pull up right next to a nice car, and
Yeah.
they just park like the Red Sea.
Yeah.
Because they're scared of you.
They're scared because they know that you don't mind if your car gets bumped, so they don't want to go anywhere near you.
Absolutely blinding.
It's a great thing to have, Roger. Thank you very much for being supportive on having a rubbish car.
Rocky, Rocky, Rocky.
I believe he's...
Rocky, 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 Rocky. I'm sorry, I've got to go now.
You bottled the Rocky chant. We've got another 2 minutes of that on the computer, and you bottled the Rocky chant. Oh, hang on a second.
Rocky, 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 Rocky. I was born for this. Rocky, Rocky.
Yeah, I love the fact he says, I was born for this. Imagine that. Imagine if that was it. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of your life is when you hear someone playing a really badly recorded Rocky chant on local radio, your mission is to phone up that station and join him. Wow. Mark is in Dagenham.
Adrian!
Oh, for God's sake. Yes, Mark, what do you want? I can't. Do you know? I might go and see the new Rocky film this weekend.
I've seen it.
Is it good?
I don't think it's the kids. My son would like to see it, and I see the boys. It's not really like the old Rocky film.
Has it got full blown sex in it?
No.
That's a shame.
No, Apollo Creed died, didn't he? So he wasn't having sex with him anymore.
Okay, right. What can I do for you, Mark?
Car.
Yes.
My first car.
Right.
It was an old beaten up Vauxhall Viva.
Oh yeah.
My mum bought it for me for 40 quid.
Oh right.
The wheel wipers never worked.
Yeah.
Nothing worked on it, but it was my baby.
Yeah.
And I was to polish it outside my car, and it was full of dents.
Yeah.
Outside my garden.
Yeah.
And next door neighbour was about 13, 14, he started throwing stones at it.
Right.
I told him to stop, and he wouldn't.
Yeah.
So I went and got a brick and threw it at his head.
You're joking.
No, seriously.
Blimey, well,
Well, he wouldn't stop throwing stones.
If he wouldn't stop throwing... We don't condone that. But, hey, if he wouldn't stop throwing stones at your car, what are you going to do?
Well, I mean, who can he turn to? Who can he get in touch with?
The A-Team.
I mean, I know, that car was lovely. I mean, the end of that is my first speeding ticket in it.
Yeah.
My first 3 ever points.
Mark, are you dying or something? Why are you telling us this?
No, I thought we now talking about cars. I think beating up cars are good.
But what car have you got now?
I've got a van.
Oh, well, there you go. Vans are all...
Because I've got to carry my wheel clamp, so when I go and clamp cars and take other people's cars...
You're a wheel clamper?
No, I'm a bailiff. I'm not a wheel clamper.
Oh, OK, bailiff, we'll let you off, yes.
That's what I do now. But, I mean, no, my first ever beaten up car was a Vauxhall Viva, and I loved it.
Mark, well, listen, I don't quite know why you're talking about your first ever car. This is the first, second, third, fourth... This is like the 5th car I've owned, I think. I had the Fiesta, which was rubbish. Then I got a nice Golf. Then I got a slightly less not Golf. Then I got the Audi. Then I got the 5th car I've owned.
So what?
Yeah, well, exactly. I don't even know why I'm saying that. So what? You're right, Chris. Thank you. OK, thank you for everyone who sent in a blog. It has been chosen. I think we're going with Magic's blog. Is that what you picked, Chris?
Yeah.
OK, lovely. Yes. There's a lot of effort to find that fader just for that. But that's going to be up on the website in a few minutes. Vinny's in East Ham.
I could hear you during the adverts.
You could what?
I could hear you during the adverts.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, he's saying, Rocky, Rocky.
Yeah, that wasn't during the adverts. That was during the trail.
Okay, anyway, yeah. You know that new feature, are you going to do it?
You've been supplying my producer with topics, haven't you?
Yeah. Only because he asked for it.
Did he ask for it?
No, he didn't actually.
You do know that for every topic that gets mentioned on the show, you are legally entitled to...
Sorry? I'm legally what? A car just went past, I couldn't hear you.
A car went past? What, did it jam your brain signal, you muppet? For every topic that you supply that gets mentioned on the show, you are legally entitled to £15.
Oh, so I'm entitled to £45 because I gave him 3 topics.
No, I think you gave him 4 topics. You're entitled to £60.
All right, then.
But
yeah.
you are legally entitled to that £60. So
All right, then.
if you can send an invoice in,
okay,
Chris will pay you.
All right, then.
Okay, good girl.
And if you can spell invoice, we'll double it.
Did you hear that, Vinny?
No.
Do you want to give it again, Chris?
If you can spell invoice, we'll double it.
All right, then. INVIO.
You got it wrong! You got it wrong!
Wait, INVIOICE.
Yeah, you... VIOICE? No, Vinny, you're incorrect there. That's the right...
How's it spelled?
INVIOICE. Oh, no, it turns out you're right. Yes, well done. INVOICE.
Yeah, I got it right for the first time.
No, you didn't. Right, what do you want?
So I'm just asking if I can do the feature.
What was the feature again? I've forgotten.
Vinny Confessions.
Vinny Confessions. Yes, yeah. We'll get Nigel to record. Can we get Nigel to record that thing for us tomorrow? And we'll do it. Yes.
Yeah, but I got invoice right.
What?
I got invoice right.
You've got what?
I got the I spelled invoice right.
And then you spelled invoice wrong.
No, I spelled it right.
No, you spelt it wrong.
The way is, yeah, another car went past, yeah. So,
John!
He did spell it wrong, didn't he?
Of course he spelled it wrong, because he's a muppet.
VIOCE.
Yes. He's at university, I think.
Yeah, no wonder.
Oh, no wonder. It's no wonder the Pacific Ocean is blue, as Dennis Wilson once sang. Now, John, what can I do for you?
What I was going to ask you is, when that person hit your Peugeot, had it been a better car, like, for instance, your Audi, what would you have done?
Well, to be honest, it was me that went into this guy's truck.
Okay.
He blocked the exit of a car park, and I tried to get around it, and I muffed it up.
Yeah, but you know the score. Whenever you have an accident, whether it's your fault or not, if it's a nice car,
yeah.
It's just not your fault, is it?
No, yes, exactly. But no, do you know, I haven't had a car crash for,
Yeah, but you must imagine what you would have done if it was a nice car and you went into someone's truck. I mean, surely you wouldn't have taken, like, that sort of Buddhist sort of view, like, you know...
If I was driving a nice car?
No, I mean, in that same situation, if it was a nice car, I mean, you had, you know, because it was a Peugeot, you were sort of calm.
Well, if it was a nice car, if a nice car that I was driving,
yeah,
you know, of course I wouldn't. I'd be nervous and I'd be furious and I'd be upset. Yeah, of course.
What would you have done?
I would have gone mental.
all right, that's what I wanted to know. It's mad, I know, but I just wanted to know that.
Okay, well, you know that, but that's not. That's what. This is why I'm saying it's good to have a rubbish car. Alex.
Hello?
Hello, Alex. You're on the wireless.
Oh, hello, Ian. Yeah, I've got a sort of rubbish but rather classic car that is causing me nothing but grief.
Go on.
It's a Carmen Ghia. I don't know if you know them.
It means absolutely nothing to me.
It's like a Beetle. Google it. It's a Carmen Ghia. It's like a Beetle, but it's like a stretched version of a Beetle.
Okay, stretch Beetle.
And yeah, there's not many of them around, and you think that people would respect them. But the other day, I was parked with my girlfriend, and somebody smashed the window, which is about 30 years old glass, and took my trainers off of the back shelf, which were my painting trainers, and they're covered in paint.
Really? That's an odd thing.
Absolutely worthless.
Well, it's an odd thing to steal, but the rule is never leave anything visible in a car. I learnt that when I was 12.
What happened?
Well, no, I remember my mum always saying, Mum, can we leave our coat in the car? No, you carry it. You always take everything with you. Or put it in the boot. Don't ever leave anything visible in the car, because some little, tow rag will break in and steal it.
Well, I really didn't expect that to happen, but it did.
Well,
and I actually did crash it once, but into a parked car.
How did you crash into a parked car?
I don't know. I was driving on my way to Camden, and a car overtook me, and I looked in my rear view mirror, and somebody sort of flashed them as if to say, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then I looked up to see that I was about a metre away from a parked car, and I hit it square on.
Wow.
And and the guy ran out. He'd actually been watching the football at the time.
Yeah.
And he wasn't too happy with me.
I bet he wasn't too happy. Alex, got to move on. It's Steve.
Yeah, I was going to talk about tattoos, but this car thing's much better.
Go on, him.
I've got a smart car, but people still get out of your way with it.
Oh, these are the tiny wee cars, are they?
No, I've got a Land Rover Defender and a Mitsubishi Delica, and I put the biggest ball bars you can fit on it.
Yeah.
I've got a
I'm bored of talking about cars. When people start mentioning names of cars, it means nothing to me whatsoever. I can't visualise them. I can't imagine them. I don't know what is that a good car? Is that a bad car? It's like speaking Swahili to me. I had an email from Frank Sidebottom the other day saying, Ian, what's your address? I want to send you some stuff. That should be good. Flash.
Hi, Ian.
Hey, Flash.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, I just had driving along, coming back from Kent tonight in my lorry.
Yes.
I broke both my mirrors on my passenger side, which really upset me today.
Oh, dear.
Because of the trees.
Yeah.
But there was this bus in front of me, and it's usually got my surname on the back, but some tow rag had taken letters off, but just left 3 letters on there. And the 3 letters have been rearranged to spell a little word that some people will think rude, but most people will say, "Oh, you're an old, GIT."
A git.
Yeah.
I wonder what git. Do you know? I don't know what git means. I don't know what it means. I know it's a rude word, but what do you mean? Your surname is normally on the back of the bus?
Well, there's the new double deckers are made in Ireland by Wright.
Right.
So that's on the back of the bus. So every time I see them, I think, "Oh, it's another one of my buses. I wish I had some money for that."
Yes.
Ian Lee's Good Evening.
Oh, where's my pen? How can I have lost a pen? I'm not leaving this building until we find it. Maureen!
Ian, I forgot to tell you,
Yes.
I had a tattoo done 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah? Whereabouts?
I'm not going to give you the exact location, but it's between my legs.
It's between what?
It's between my legs.
Okay, lovely.
And I regret it, Ian.
I bet you do. Yes.
And I'm thinking of having it removed.
Okay, well, good luck with that. Ben!
You all right?
Yes, fine.
I know what the word git means.
Okay, can we, I'm assuming we can say it on the radio at this time of
You
the night.
can. It's an Arabic word, and it means pregnant camel.
Oh, do you know, I think I've heard that before, actually. That rings a bell. That's
what it means.
Why is it a rude word, though?
I haven't the faintest. It's just one of those bits of information that gets stuck in your head. You never think you're going to use it until 5 to 10 of a night when you hear a radio
There you
station asking for it.
Ben, if only we were giving away prizes, you'd have won something. Joshua, you're probably the last call on this show before Clive Ball. What can I do for you?
Man with hand in pocket, feel cocky all day.
There we go. We got in borderline racist. Well, let's just take line more. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian.
Hi.
I'm surprised when I come straight through to you.
Yes.
Francis again.
Hello, Francis.
I phoned you a little while ago about me tattoo.
Yes.
I'm just filling.
Oh, you got the pentacles?
Yeah, I'll just fill in what you said. If I wear a crop top, it will show.
Yes.
Well, as it's on my stomach, it would be one hell of a crop top.
It would be, wouldn't it? The final call. Line 2, you're the last call on this show.
James Whale.
Yeah. Oh, dearie me. I shall clear my throat. OK, well, that's I guess, pretty much it, isn't it? That's all we've got time for. Actually, quite a good show tonight. If you missed it, it sounded like this.
Spank me bottom, naughty boy.
No, it's not Mona. It's just somebody saying, what a shame you're still on the radio.
And now it's time for Vinny's Confessions.
Forgive me, Father, about the sins.
If you got locked in a Vaseline factory for 6 months and there was no food in there, just jars and jars of Vaseline, you could live on that.
And now it's time for Vinny's Confessions.
Forgive me, Father. Yeah. I forgot the words.
You don't want to cross Anna Rayburn.
No, I know. She's evil.
Well,
And Anna Rayburn is a darling.
Oh, well, OK.
She's evil.
A darling.
She's evil.
A darling.
She's evil.
There's a phone call. Get it. Yeah, we go. Grab it. Don't let it go. It's like fishing. Sometimes doing this job, it's like fishing. You can just put a net in and you scoop out a load of guppies. Other times, you're there for hours. Listen to Iain Lee. He's on the LBC. Oh, it's good.
He's also on TV.
That was good fun, wasn't it? Back tomorrow at 7. It's coming up after the news at 10. It's Clive Ball through till 1 o'clock. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Good evening.
On DAB and online.
This is LBC 97.3.